Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Judge Shelley and Bee Stinger. How are you? I need to mute for a minute. I gotta take some drinks. Hello, Kansas City Lights. How are you doing? Just a minute. I have to take some sips. Hold on. Hey, Connie. You've been MIA for a couple of I don't know, the last couple of streams. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. How are you doing? How are you doing, Kansas? Hey, Claire Bear. How are you? Good day. And Connie, I saw you. I didn't actually get to watch Kay's stream, but I saw I got the tail end. Hi, Rain Dancer. Hello, Nanny Love. Hello, Ethel. I love you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for you were showing me love. I like how you're just, Connie, you don't care. You're like, hey, I'm here. I'm supporting you, but I support other people too. Thank you. I saw that. You're like, I think she's a badass. Yeah, well, her and I spoke. Oh boy, that was a shit show. I'll tell you that much. Thank you. Because she had invited, she told me to go to Discord, because she was going to go game. And so she was in the chat, the voice chat. And so I joined. It did not end well. Okay. Yes, I did. And it did not end well. Okay, guys. That's right, Connie. So I think you've heard a little bit from the grapevine, haven't you? Yeah, and it's not because of me, okay? So she's just, guys, she is the exact same, on the, talking, I guess, when that wasn't really on the phone, I don't know what you'd say, whatever, talking live, and just 100% a narcissist. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Connie. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Yes, I did. Now, oh man, and Darlene Nikki is going to come. Yes. No. Where did you hear? Where did you, because there was other people in the Discord, in her little Discord. Oh, here we go. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, okay. Were you in there, Rain Dancer, by chance? I mean, it was something else, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's like, yeah. She hi, Diana. Discord, it's like, what is Discord's like, it's another platform. It's kind of a different kind of platform. And you
gaming and chat rooms
there's voice chats, which is cool. Everybody can kind of talk. Hey, Soul for Music. It's been a minute. Yeah, so I kind of let you. Nikki has heard. Hey, Case loves essential oils. like, um, and of course, like towards the end, I mean, of course, she went for the belt, below the belt, almost immediately. And she said like horrible, horrible things to me, but man, like I let her have it, and of course, by the end, they shut me off, and then I feel so sorry for her mods because she yelled at them. Um, she was saying, you set me up, and all this stuff. And they were like, no, we didn't. They were genuine. They were really trying. They were trying. They were like actually excited that I was there. And they were really trying. And she was just laying into them. And I think that's just sick. You know? And the thing is that I don't know. I have it, I don't know. I have it, but you can only really hear me talking. And so you can kind of hear her yelling, but yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Sulfur music, yeah, we're talking about Kay, Critical Kay, because she had tried to copyright strike my channel yesterday, and we were addressing her in my live, and just how she's just vile, bully, just everything like that. And then I guess she talked about me in her live, and I've been telling her, I'm like, look, Fate, like talk to me, like let's talk this out, or whatever, face me. And I went into her Discord. She invited me to, and just she couldn't handle it. She just could not handle it. She just fell apart, literally. Yeah, she literally. She really. I mean, I'm not kidding. She really did. And yeah. Like, what did you think? Like, because you heard some of it, Nikki. Right?
I did, and I don't know. I was speechless. And after Jamie, discusses all of that, I want to address
Granny Fanny.
Granny Fanny
Granny
and
Fanny.
the accusations that he made
Mm-hmm.
against us.
It's not okay. Hello, Bee Stinger. Yeah. And we'll show he lied. He lied. It's just sick. And him and Kay are in cahoots, anyways. But yeah. So yeah. I would say yeah. I let her have it. I think.
Hi, Claire Bear.
Yeah.
Hi, Shelly. I'm looking. I just want to make sure I get everyone.
Bee Stinger, Sulfur Music,
Bee Stinger.
and yeah, Isa Connie.
Nanny Love.
Nanny
Dana.
Love.
Dana Beef.
Case
I
loves
have.
essential oils. Yeah. So and we'll show where
Connie.
we are.
Okay, I think I'm
Yes.
done.
Oh, Catherine, like that's what I do. I mean, she has her own doing. I'm just like, okay, you know what? She is. I mean, she'll just screw herself over. But wait, that he's in with that. Well, Sulfur Music. I guess you didn't see our live last night where he came into the chat and caused a problem and basically yelled at me and then went to his channel and lied. Like I'll share.
He yelled at you in your
Well,
chat
in
room?
the chat, right? Remember, he's like, "Shame on you," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like.
You know what? Honestly, I was really confused about that because I didn't know that was him, and I knew that I could see that people were talking to him and calling him Granny Fanny, and I'm looking through the comments and I'm not seeing Granny Fanny's name but he was using another. I was confused.
Oh yeah, he changed to an alt account, and I guess because some of the people in there had him blocked or something. Some of the underground drama came in, but I'll show where he lied about last night, our stream, about both me and Nikki, accusing us of stuff we did not do, and we'll show part of the live to prove it. And it's just disappointing. It's just, can anybody just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, does everybody have to be so disappointing?
You know what?
I'm just being,
If
that's
he,
I'm being nice, right now, but
if he says, that I said filthy, disgusting things about
I did
Kay
not.
or Mensa, well,
No.
no, that I'll admit to. I'm not, I'm not going to, say lie. I know what I said. So if that's, if he had said that, then I would acknowledge that. Yeah, yeah, I said some shit. But it's these other things that were, I'll mention, soon, that didn't happen. And for me, it just seems like he wrote that, and what he's trying to do is get a gang of people
Mhm.
to attack us.
Yep, that's
Which,
what he does.
if you want to do that, first of
That's
all, that's wrong. But second of all, don't do it based on lies.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what he does. That's what they do. They get a gang of people. They lie. Here's the okay. So this is where he,
That's
yeah. This
soul. What is it? Soul music. I've always, up until now,
yeah.
I liked it. I liked Granny Fanny. I really did. And every time he came into one of Jamie's chats, he was always respectful. Like, I never saw him act out of place. I've seen his videos. I enjoyed them. I didn't agree with a lot of things that he said. So I, I don't know what happened.
You
I don't
know,
know.
and here's the thing. I've talked to Granny Fanny on the phone. Okay. I know who he is, and and it's just like I said, it's just very disappointing that he would pull something like this after our conversation. But it just says, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I was accused this morning of
Okay, wait.
doxing.
Sorry, I
What?
just want anyone who's in this chat right now, if there's anyone that was listening to us last night and this morning, pay attention to what Jamie is about to say.
Yeah. So I was accused this morning of doxing people in the first 2 minutes of this video on a Limonheads live that started at 3 a.m. And at the time of this post, 8:21 a.m. is still going on. The host and her panel have been bashing other creators for the entire 5 or 6 hours of this live video. During the last 5 to 6 hours, Lemonhead and her host, Darling Nikki, Tracy, and their commenters have done nothing but harass, bully, defame, wish bad karma on one creator's children and grandchildren, among other horrifying accusations and slanderous comments, both orally and written, against several creators. In my years of experience online, I have never witnessed such a disgusting display of continuous hate in my entire life than this live video. One of the channels this woman spewed her hatred towards isn't even here to defend herself. Others are, and I hope they act and have this dangerous woman removed from YouTube forever. Regarding the false accusations of me doxing people made by this woman and her host, I choose to edit out the portion in question until myself or Kazik can clarify. What? Kazik? Who's that?
I have no idea.
Can clarify or prove what was posted by me was a dox of any kind. As you know, a dox is when one posts someone's full legal name coupled with any information, either public or private, that any reasonable person would believe to be truthful or untruthful, embarrassing or shameful, or costs someone money, their livelihood. That's called slander. That's not doxing. You just gave that's the definition of slander, actually. So that's ridiculous. Um, Unlike other creators we know, at the first accusation of this, I acted with due diligence and good faith and removed the material in question. Other creators I have seen still host doxing comments and material in their videos, and they refuse to remove it, even when it's proven to be and have their privileges to the internet. Wait, what? To be a true dox. These people are savages, and all of them need to be removed from social media and have their privileges to the internet restricted. One creator named Truth Seeker VP, a member of the team, left a doxing video with doxing comments up on his channel for 4 months until he finally removed the video once his identity was made known to him and him only. I find this community to be one of the worst on YouTube, and I will never stop doing what I'm doing until this bullshit stops. And I will stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Being a lying, doxing criminal who doesn't know how to run a channel, you criminal shiner, fake victim. Listen to this. You criminal shiner, fake victim, advocate bastards.
Okay. So I just want to explain what actually happened. We were There was Jamie, myself, and um Space Monster, and we were talking about how wrong it was to bully people, cyberbully, intimidate, and dox. Like, that was the topic, and we were talking about how disgusting it was and how wrong it was. And I, more than once, I have I can't stand Miss Mensa, but I defended her when someone said that, someone mentioned that her grandchild's daycare was doxxed, and I said, I don't care what Miss Mensa says or does. For anyone to target her family is fucking disgusting, and they should be charged. Okay, so I said that. Then someone else said in the chat that Granny Fanny had doxed someone the day before. And I remember thinking, what the? I don't believe that. I really don't believe that he would have done something like that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go over and his channel, and then I'm going to look. I want to see this because we were all talking about receipts. So I went over to his channel while everybody was still here, and I found the video and I was skimming through it. I didn't see anything. I came back and I actually said, and it's on the video, I said, I was just over at Granny Fanny's channel. I found the video. I don't see any doxing.
Yeah.
I defended him.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe that I defended him against that.
Yeah.
And that he would say that about me.
It's
And if
bullshit.
anyone wants to hear it, it's that video is I'll find the timestamp. And
Yeah.
I just can't believe that he would say and then to say that we wished bad karma on
No,
Miss Mensa's
absolutely not.
children or grandchildren.
Yeah,
I would never, ever do that. In fact, in one of Jamie's other lives, I remember saying how I actually said this last night too, that Mensa said someone was outside of her house. One of the attackers found her address and was sitting outside her home. And I thought that was reprehensible. Like, I was so disgusted by that. And I said, can you imagine Miss Mensa going out in public, constantly looking over her shoulder in fear, or even sitting in her home hearing a noise and not knowing? Because people are fucking crazy. And that's why I would never, I could never, that's not okay, even though I don't like her. So I'm here trying to defend what I believe is right, even for someone that I don't like. And Granny Fanny was here for all of that. And instead of listening to me, or Jamie, or Space Monster, he went to his channel and he said the complete opposite. And I'll say it again. I don't I don't care who it is. It could be someone I hate with a burning passion. I will never ever think that's okay. I don't believe anyone deserves that. And I don't believe that if someone is on Miss Mensa, for example, I don't care what she does on YouTube. I don't care what she says. I really don't. It doesn't give anybody the right. It doesn't justify going after her family. It doesn't justify taking things to real life. And I've always felt that way. So when I went over and I read what he had written or posted, I was horrified. Is he in here? Is Granny Fanny in here? Because, yeah, I'd really like to talk to him about this. Okay, Granny Fanny, if you listen, first of all, I have never had a bad thing to say about you, even though I always knew you were very good friends with Mensa and Kay. I wouldn't judge you for that. Second, when we were doing the live and everybody was saying, "Oh, you doxed someone. He doxed someone." I actually went to your channel and I went to that video and I it was on mute, but I had to put it on mute at first, but I put my headphones in and I was kind of skimming through it. I actually came back and you can clearly hear me tell everyone I didn't see anything. I didn't see him doxing anyone. What? So to see, to go, and I went back to your channel, Granny, to double check because I thought, everybody's saying this and I don't believe it. And if you recall, we were all saying, let's see the receipts. If people are going to make accusations against you, show us proof. Let's see the proof. I didn't believe it. But you said in your comment that we accused you of doxing. We didn't accuse you of doxing. Someone in the chat did. And when I went over to your channel and looked, I actually came back and said, no, I didn't see that. And I've never wished anything bad to happen to anyone's children or grandchildren, ever. If I knew someone who did that to Miss Mensa, if I was friends with someone and they came to me and they told me, I would rat them out. I'm sorry, you clarified what, what, Granny? Both. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I don't believe, I know myself, Space Monster, and Jamie. We were talking about how wrong it was. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to the chat because I know I was going back and forth, during that time from your channel to this channel. But I know that we weren't doing that. I don't know what was said in the chat. I don't know who was saying what in the chat. If somebody was saying they wished bad things on Mensa's children or her grandchildren, I didn't see that. But if you, I'm going to admit there part of what Granny Fanny said was true about me when he was saying that I was bashing other creators and I don't know how he put it, but I was saying pretty filthy things. That's true. I did. But those other things, I feel like those are serious accusations. And to me, it appeared as if they were directed at those of us that were on panel. Where's Lemon with her hacker friend trying what? To ID me. Go ahead. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Granny, if she had a hacker friend trying to ID you, that would go against everything that we spoke about last night and this morning. I don't know. She said her internet is cutting out. Why did she disappear? Her internet. I don't know what's going on with her internet. But you can ask me anything. I will be completely honest, even if it makes me look like an asshole. I will admit to the things that I said, but to be accused of doing, fucking with someone's real life and their children and their grandchildren and all of that, no. I would never. But but she told me what? I don't, Granny Fanny, I don't know what you're talking about. Jamie, what is he talking about? He's saying that you have a hacker friend trying to ID him. And he's telling me I'm bullshit. An IP sniff. I don't. Jamie, did you tell him that? That's what he said. If you scroll up, you'll see what he's saying. Okay, because I don't know. I didn't know what he was talking about. People have a little instructional video being passed around how to get the IP. Granny Fanny, listen to me. If I knew of anyone who was behaving like that and doing bullshit like that, I would become a rat. I hate that. I'm so fucking against that shit. And I've been saying it over and over and over again. That is not okay. And again, I'm going to use Mensa as an example because she is the one that I really hate the most. As much as I dislike that woman, I do not agree with people fucking with her life like that. It's not okay. I have the video and I will prove who else tried.
Okay.
Tried using what?
I'm back.
I don't. Okay.
I
I
mean,
just,
anytime
you know what? I feel like
like,
honestly, I feel like he's directing it at
Granny
me
Fanny,
too.
who
Like
the
he's
hell
saying
are
I'm
you, for
involved.
God's sakes? Who are you?
I'm not involved in any of that.
Are you high? Are you high,
Doxing.
Granny?
I'm not.
Like, seriously.
Well, you'll want to get the video and see it. If it were what video? Post it. I don't know what video he's talking about. We don't need a specific video. I mean, people out there that want to try and hack or dox or get someone's IP address, like there's they could probably go to fucking YouTube and find a video. I mean, what is this video he's talking about?
Well, I don't know. It's like, Granny, like, hold on.
What the hell are we gonna do? I don't. Oh my god, it's not okay. Let me just reiterate this one more time. If you've got a problem with someone that happened on YouTube, keep it on YouTube. If you have a problem with someone on Facebook, keep it on Facebook. But as soon as someone takes the next step and goes into
Jesus.
real life, that person should be exposed. They should face charges and they should just go fuck
Okay.
themselves.
And Granny, it's like, right now, why don't you why are you being a coward and like hiding behind your screen? Like, get up here and talk, because I mean, you and I talked on the phone. And so, I mean, it's like, I can let everybody hear what your voice sounds like.
Exactly. So can we all just come to that agreement? Like
I mean,
if
filled
we're
with
gonna argue
hate.
here, we can brawl here. and then that's it. But taking things to real life, attacking children and family members and employers, like, no, no, that's not okay. And to be accused of that, I'm sorry, but I'm really upset that I would be accused of that. And Granny, what you wrote, what you put under your channel, it
Mm,
literally looks like you're pointing all of those accusations at Jamie and I. And I
it
know
was
for a
horrible.
fact it never happened. We never did those things. And we were talking about being against all of that.
Oh my gosh. Wait, you all went to get this video and see if it worked. What? What are you
What
talking about, Granny Fanny? What the hell?
I would like to see, honestly, now I would like to see the
What is he
video.
talking about?
I have
Let's
no
see.
idea.
Oh,
That
I'm
you
glad you
allowed
did.
Irish eyes.
No tight.
Oh, wait a minute. He says, wait, he says it was Irish eyes to wish bad karma. We didn't allow, I did not allow that. I never even saw that.
I mean, okay,
And
first of all,
Granny
okay, let's, you
Fanny,
know what,
if
let's
Irish
watch the
eyes is
live.
listening, I'm gonna say this. If Irish eyes is listening, if I saw that, I would have deleted that. And I
Yeah,
would have
let's
said
let's just
something.
watch the live right now.
I swear
It's
to
like,
on
who
my mother,
is this person?
I would
Like,
have stopped that.
who are you? Like, Granny Fanny? It's like, what do you have? Like, split personalities? I mean, you know,
It is
I
reckless.
mean, man, maybe Menza is his girlfriend. Sounds a lot like her, doesn't it?
I just, he's talking about people in the chat that were saying those things, but the way you wrote it, Granny Fanny, you said the hosts, you said our names, and then you said
Yep.
the commenters. You never specified who said what. And I really
Say
wish you
that.
had done that, because you've got a bunch of people thinking that we are out here wishing bad things to happen to children.
Yep. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Okay. So here, let me see. Can y'all see that? Okay. Here we go. All right. Because he went under an alt. Let's
Yeah.
see. Wait till tonight.
But if you want to go on there and say that I talked shit about Kay and I talked shit about Mensa, okay, that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, it
I'm not
like
proud of
that
the
was in
fact that
yeah, that was in response to what they like she did to me
it's just,
and other people. So yeah, like just
well,
like you have the right to do that, like expose other people. Why don't we have the right to expose if somebody fucking did something bad to us? I mean, I know you and criticalkay are like best buddies.
and that's another thing. Like, I know he's friends with criticalkay, and I know he's got loyalty to her and Mensa,
I don't know
and
why.
I actually admire that, because you
They
know
don't
what,
deserve
friends are
it.
friends. But okay, maybe
Maybe they
maybe
deserve each
I
other,
do,
actually.
Kind of based
but
on.
I'm just saying that, you know, I wouldn't judge him, because
No,
he
that's
used
why
to
I'm
come in
like, you
the
know what?
chat
Yeah,
and he was respectful.
that's why I've always, but
So
yeah, if you're respectful, you're welcome. You know, like I won't, but the minute that you start like attacking me and you're defending these people, no, you know,
I'm just honestly upset that he's accused. It's the way
it's
he wrote
sick.
it,
Yeah, it's
the
just
way it's
wrong.
written,
But
it
let's
makes
just
it look
watch.
like,
Let me see, tell me if you
I'm
can hear
not
this.
right.
Can you hear this? So, you know,
yeah.
like Kay right now,
I'm
it's
sorry. I just wanted to
sure.
respond to Irish eyes. Irish eyes. I honestly and truly,
What were you saying?
I have no idea what I was saying to her. And it might have been when she said that he doxed someone, because I know she did say something like that, and I remember saying something to her like,
What?
I don't know about that.
You know, isn't it kind of funny that like he's in all caps? Hmm.
Subs are
Oh,
worse. Granny Fanny, I agree with that. But like I said, the way that you wrote that comment, it looks like you're saying that we did all of those things. And
yeah.
maybe, you know what? Maybe I should be keeping better track of what the hell's going on in the comments. And I wasn't.
Well, let's
I'll
just
take the
see.
L on
Let's
that.
just
But
see. We don't know. Hey, hippie love. Let's just see. because we're going to play it right now.
I
So,
believe she was probably a mistress 1,800 fucking times. Go
oh
on.
yeah, absolutely.
You do yesterday.
Okay, let's see. What was it? It's a little man,
I think
right?
once,
Little
if you
is
go to
Addie says
140.
it's what talking about Kate. It's a little man syndrome, but in podcast form. Yeah,
Yes.
like those
Yes.
short men that have to have those big
Oh,
trucks, kind of
yes.
thing. Yeah.
Space Monster, I glanced at
Yes,
it.
we want to be able to
I
give our full
want
attention. Like, I mean, it's
I want sometimes to the chat. We be had able to 60 people spend, in here.
what?
focus my entire. I'm just saying it's kind of hard, like when you've got, because there were 60 people in here, and I'm still getting used to this. So when I'm watching the chats, and comments are like going, I'm missing a lot, and I didn't see what he said, she said,
Right.
and had I seen it, I would have said something about it.
I know. Happy to the third degree. I think Granny Fanny has been hitting the sauce tonight. Yeah, for what that the sauce is.
All my attention on it.
Oh
So I'm gonna
my
do that
gosh.
as soon as we're done here, because
Okay.
that looks.
I'm like, oh
Why
my God.
is Granny
That's
Fanny
amazing.
talking to Leslie? Is Leslie Irish eyes? Oh, okay.
Wow.
See, I don't even know
He
who's
doxed someone yesterday on
Listen.
the pretense of showing a beautiful sky.
What? That was in the beginning of that video.
I have no idea.
What is that, Irish eyes? Wait a minute.
This is where it started.
Yeah.
And you'll hear me say.
Where is it? I'm trying to look for her. Where is it? Like we actually investigate, Oh, and what did you do yesterday? Oh my God.
That's
what
when
happened?
It started. And then
Mm-hmm.
I went over to his channel. So obviously I wasn't here to look at the chat. So if anything was said while I was over at Granny Fanny's channel,
that's their new thing, Ambi. Bad moms, right? Oh my God.
Wait. Is Irish eyes?
Hello, babe.
Leslie?
Hello, babes.
Hello, babe. Oh my God. Like that is some wow. What I've seen, like what you've
did
shared.
We pass
my
the
gosh.
doxing part?
No.
Is it okay?
Oh yeah. Like I mean, yeah. that is amazing.
Getting crazy.
Yeah.
I agree with you. What?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just watching all the chat and everything. I'm just thinking, all the things that people are doing to each other is just not cool. It's just not cool at all.
Exactly.
What we're going to do, what I'm going to do is a totally different thing, because we've been forced into a situation that we have to do it because somebody is not telling the truth and making out that everybody else is the bad person. But when it comes to everybody else slinging shit, and that's what it is. I mean, seriously, it's only slinging shit. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I think it's totally disrespectful. And, the community, I have to say, the community is so small that it just makes no sense at all what goes on.
No, it doesn't. And, that's why, like, I don't ever do that. I don't do that kind of, I don't do that. I mean, like I said, there's supposed to be some kind of unspoken rule. And it's like, and that's why I like to try to keep my panel open. And when I call someone out, I ask them, if they come in the chat, I'm like, come on up, let's talk. But I just think it's so shitty. It's like, who gives people the right to do this? It's like, who gives, you know what I mean? Like, who, God, entitled, malicious, psychotic, just wrong.
I mean, I've just been around a lot of chats lately to the main core of the majority of people that listen to, right? But I have to say, I've now jumped out of that core, and there are so many bigger YouTubers. We're talking in the hundreds of thousands that are true crimers that are doing so much more than the likes of our gentleman friend, the English gentleman friend, who is only in the 40,000s, and then we've got the Marlows that are sitting in the single digit. I mean, they're not.
And this is actually my own, like, Kay literally tried to strike my channel. So yeah, I don't,
feel about anyone being exposed. I don't think, I don't know.
Okay, no time. Let's get real. What's the point? What was you have to? I asked you the question. What was Granny Fanny's true motive to start off? That's where we need to start. Okay, let's get away from the doxing. Let's get back to the.
How do you prove someone did that? Like, what if you're exposing people that didn't do it?
Yeah, it's like, and it's becoming right. It's funny, Nikki. We were talking about the underground drama. Well, here it is, right here.
There it is.
It's bad. You think of on the surface, it's bad. No, it's like horrible and underground.
And they're using names here and everything. And what's this? I don't know about.
Actually, I didn't realize it wasn't on. Hold on, it wasn't on live chat. It was. I don't know why it did that. Hold on. So Lady Elaine is his alt. Oops.
I mean, she did the same thing. I mean, she did to Daniel.
Mugshot.
Yeah, like, I mean, she does
hundreds and 200s of thousands that are doing amazing stuff out there, and yet we've got this little group that's just slinging shit
left, right, and centre, and it's like a little school class. It's like a school playground. It's just absurd.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like you're exactly right. You're acting like you're back in school, and it's just maddening. I don't know. It's just very disappointing, and and Laura, Laura Keck is one of the worst too. Which I have, I have one Keck of a, I like to say, one Keck of a bomb to drop on her one day, but
she's I think she actually does think she's a mobster.
I know, right? Yeah, let's see.
I'm on Granny Fanny's channel. I can't find anything. Is he here to hear this?
On whose channel?
Granny Fanny's.
Oh yeah, he keeps taking down the video. Is this witch talk?
I want to see wherever he apparently doxed someone, but I'm not.
That's funny. Like,
did you guys hear that?
You're intriguing, enjoy listening to you, but I'm frustrated about what you talk about. Are we supposed to read between the lines? Oh my gosh. So like my thing is on this thing, Granny Fanny alt here, Granny is gagged. He will be making a video tonight showing the Connie, this is the live Phoenix and Solange. Granny Fanny came in and we're just clearing up his lies. Okay. So what do you mean? Lady Elaine is Granny Fanny's alt.
What? That's what I'm just reading that now.
But see, I mean, what's the point, guys? I mean, seriously, what is the fucking point? Sorry, there's my big word there. What is the point of all this? I mean, I'm going to slap you with something, then you slap me with something, and then I'm going to slap you. I mean, please tell me who's going to win at this?
Like Lady Elaine saying that to Irish Eye.
Exactly. Like there's no ending. Yeah. There's no.
We need to talk it. Like face the music. Come on. Like
do something, and if somebody's done something, it's like you go behind the scenes and you have a discussion with each other. You don't air it out in public and create a drama. That's what it's all about, really. It's not about really any cases. It's about the drama. I mean, I have to say, it's all about, it's like Days of Our Fucking Lives. It's even better than that.
It's the Real Fucking Housewives of YouTube.
It is.
That's what it is. And I agree with everything that you said. Like, there's no, if people want to argue, that's one thing. But when you start doxing people, come on. Like, that's ridiculous.
I don't get that. And I have to say that there's some people out there that are over in England that there's been some serious stuff done over there. And there's some really dodgy people, and they make themselves out to be. And I'm not condoning any one station out there, but they're all as bad as each other. They just slap each other with a thong all the time. And when I say thong, it's not the undies between your pants, but maybe they should. We call thongs over here, flip-flops.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
They're all as bad as each other. And
go ahead, Sol.
All of them are being strikes, and all of them are being told off, and they're all doing this so-called doxing. To me, that's just stalking. I don't know what the word.
It's creepy.
It's so creepy. It's not funny.
So, Lady Elaine says, "See you all tonight on Granny Fanny when Solange and Team Phoenix are exposed for doxing." Oh, look! It looks like I haven't seen. Where did Granny Fanny go?
I also agreed when someone asked.
Did he run away when the truth was being shown? Oh goodness!
I don't know, but when he asked us, or someone asked us if we agreed, how do we feel about people being exposed that dox people? I said 100%. Yeah, I'm for that. Not doxing them, but let us know who's doing it.
We have nothing to prove to this person. To Granny Fanny, and they're not even here. Like, because you know why? Because we're proving we're proving them wrong. And it's like they just ran away.
Why go after other channels? Why not just do focus? Well, actually, Sol, Jamie's problem with Kay was going to her channel, and Kay was actually calling her out and talking about her in her lives. So Jamie has the right to respond to that. And Mensa has said things about me. So I don't feel like we're just attacking channels just for no reason.
Yeah, self-music. Kay tried she tried striking my channel. Okay. So I mean, yeah, whatever. So whatever.
So that's the thing, though. Like, look what Granny Fanny did. He literally made this big post. He's trying to round up as many people as he can to attack us. And here, if you listen to this live that we did last night, we're sitting here talking about how disgusting it is to take things to real life and to dox people. We're on the same team as him in that area.
Wow.
And on that issue, we agree. But I don't know why he said that. Those things, because they're not true, and people see that, and they're like thinking we're out here, insulting children and attacking grandchildren. Like, come on, I can't ignore that.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's a little disappointing. For music. God, I guess is it a full moon now, or God, a lot of people are disappointing me. It's unfortunate, but you live and learn. That's how it goes. What? Oh my gosh! Wow.
I don't know. I can't.
Go ahead and follow Granny Fanny. Okay, go ahead. You have no idea what the kind of shit he's doing behind the scenes. You have no idea. I do though, but you don't. But go ahead and continue follow him. It's all good. But I'll just trust me. He's not a good person. At all. So, whatever. Oh my gosh. Happy to third degree. He's talking about Santa Claus and Granny Fanny. That's hilarious. You know, and this shows a lot too. It's like when we start, like we're taking the time to actually go back over the situation and make sure that we didn't miss anything, you know? And the fucker just ups and leaves. And then you got some people over here like defending his fucking ass. You know, and he's not even here. Waste of fucking time. Connie, we're not all Granny Fanny, okay? Tell you that much. Yeah, that's just BS.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, please, Granny, okay? Trust me. And then why all of a sudden it's like you keep going in between caps and not. You're driving to work. Quit yelling. It's rude. So what do you think about that? What do you have to say to that, Granny? You know? Thank you, Carol.
I don't think he heard that we were saying he wasn't wasn't doxing.
Oh, he is. I mean, he knows. But he has nothing to say. There's nothing to say to that because we're proving him wrong. You know?
Well, I do want to make sure that Granny Fanny understands that we just played the part where we were talking about it, and I left to go to your videos, the one they talked about, the specific part 2 Watts Island one, and I skimmed through it, and I actually came back and said, no, I don't see it. I didn't see him doxing anyone.
But actually, I watched it.
So
I think you did, actually.
Well, I defended him, and then I go to his channel, and I see that he's saying us, whatever.
Don't bother,
and it
Granny.
normally things wouldn't bother me, but this bothers me because I don't want to be accused of doing this. This is some filthy, dirty, low down, bottom feeding shit.
And that's what you do.
About insulting children and doxing people, and like I said, I don't like Mensa, but I would never want her to be living in fear.
Well, yeah, and that's what I meant.
I don't like that shit. Nor would I want to say that he's doxing people if he didn't.
She tried to, Carol. No, Sulfur Music, I've always said you can like whoever you want to like. You can support.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you're like sitting here defending somebody that's coming in here and and lying about me and stuff, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. You know, if you want to ignore the truth, you know.
Wait, tonight. What did he say? Tonight I will explain what I know. Here's another thing.
What the dog?
I've had ever since he said that, I've had people asking me if we were associated with something that happened with Solange. I've been asked, I don't know her. I don't know Solange. I don't know Chloe. I don't know anything that any of them did. No one has told me. Can someone tell me? Because apparently it was really bad. I saw it on one of his videos. Someone was commenting. Like, what happened? What did they do? What did she do?
Oh, getting doxxed.
I know what it is. I saw the video. I watched a video on Granny. Somebody did post up something about Mensa with her name, her phone number, her address, the state, a map, all of that. That person who did that, fuck them. They should be charged for that.
Okay, let me see. Do I have permission to what?
It's going so fast.
Hello, Bruce Amala. Let's see. I'm a Wattaholic.
Okay, Granny, I'm gonna go do that.
Can we play it? Okay, cool. I'll play it.
Oh, this is the one.
Hold on.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Okay.
And yeah, you know what, Granny? If it were my friend and that happened to one of my friends, yeah, I'd be just as fucking defensive. And I get it. But I don't, I don't do shit like that. I don't believe Jamie does anything like that, and I don't believe Space Monster does.
Nope. And but Mensa does. You know.
Hello, everybody. This is
Oh, you're gonna
Granny
say
Fanny.
it?
Right, it's me
Can you hear it?
live in the flesh on a Thursday night,
No.
and
Shit.
I'm going to
Okay.
tell you something. It's
Just a minute there.
crazy.
Can you hear it?
People are coming out of the woodwork now. Let me tell you.
Can you hear it? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, what do you think of our new little friend in the email package, Mrs. Fanny? You like it? Our new little friend? I have the special song for this one. Ready? I have a silver bullet, I have a silver bullet, I have a silver bullet waiting for you. Oh, shit. Well, only one person going to know what that means. Anyway, I'm going to present to you
That accent's the only reason I watch his
April
videos.
5th, 2019. This video is regarding a community post out there in YouTube land, and it was the most savage post I have seen in a long time.
Sorry, Casey.
Oh,
So you're going to
okay.
like it because it
Thank you for
shows
bringing that
the
up.
savagery of the victim advocates.
Oh, okay.
Granny, fuck that. I would have
Their
called the
creed.
police and
I know,
reported.
right?
Oh, you should
I
see
would
the
have
posts
definitely.
underneath it, all praising these people for posting this docs. And it was quite incredible, really. It shows you what kind of people are attracted to a certain channel. And they really don't even pay attention. All they care about is participating in something that they have no fucking clue what is about, really. And you know, I often wonder. I find a recent news article from April of 2019, and I think so I'm going to put my lead researcher on this article coming out of the UK. I think so it's from Ipswich, if I'm not mistaken. And we are going to really get to the bottom of what's going on here. Because there are some people that you have put in a position of trust that you really shouldn't have. And hey, we all make mistakes, right? But not mistakes like this. Anyway, I think so you're going to like the video, so get your popcorn, my little sub.
Hello, Mental Gal.
I think so they're going to have their popcorn ready for
thank
this
you.
one. And if you don't, why don't you hit that pause button and
Oh, hey, Misery.
listen to bitch.
Get up, hey, get up here,
we
Misery.
like to munch on your popcorn for this video.
Munching on the
So, have a good everyone and take care, brush that hair. Here we go.
We're pissed at Granny. Granny's been
Hello
naughty.
again. It's me, Granny Fanny. That's right.
Come up here, Misery.
And we're going to go on a nice little journey.
Okay, when does it get to that part?
Boy,
Okay, here we go.
You know,
Here we go,
always
come
come. And they give credit to some, who knows, some broad for the heads up. Thanks. And then they sign it, all the members of the team, with the little purple hearts that are so famous for. Support for the Ruseks, right? Hey, let me ask you a question. Aren't the Ruseks wrenches during your live videos? Don't they moderate for you, both the Ruseks? That's an interesting question to ponder, right? So let's see what the team has in store for us tonight at the ripoffreport.com. So for all you Wikipedia detectives, get ready, get your little notebooks out. It's time for all you Wikipedia detectives and the team to do some studying. And Granny Fanny is going to be your teacher. You ready? Let's talk about the reasonable man standard. You know,
This is bad.
I wonder how it is that the team knew so quickly, almost immediately, that this doxing post was made. And, you know, of course they're going to say it's public information because, hey, it's online, it's on this ripoff report, it's public information. But, you see, the issue we have here is called the reasonable man's standard. And whether or not the reasonable man's standard threshold has been met.
That is bad.
Wait,
Is it
hold on.
reasonable?
What is that? What does it say? What?
Hold on, I'll read it to you. What's the timestamp on that?
5 minutes and 32 seconds.
Okay. Oh, wait. Wait. There we go. So it's a comment, and it says, interesting to say the least. This is brilliant, and the best part is it can't be removed. Happy faces. Thank you, Tamra and TP, for this. YouTube monetized the MLM vid. I'm sorry, it's hard to see because it's
Oh,
like
the
blurred.
ML.
Unbelievable, but this makes me feel better. And then it goes on
Talk
to
about
say,
mental.
yeah, where they're doxing. And it says they're talking about her books and they're, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not sure what
And
where
there's one
dogs come in.
before that.
Is it? I didn't see any information.
For
But
online doxers to take information which they know is libelous and defamatory and then post it for no other reason than to harass, stalk, and bully another person. That is a crime. Now, when you talk about the civil infractions, you're talking about defamation and libel, and the intentional infliction of emotional distress.
And the part that can't be
It's
deleted
clearly
is I
not meeting this threshold.
huh?
I think the part they're talking about where they're like really happy that this attack or whatever on Mensa cannot be deleted is because it's not on YouTube or Facebook. It's on, I think Ripoff Report is what Granny Fanny said. And he's going to show a screenshot in a minute. You'll see it.
American with a Russian accent, right? You see, it's all about intent, and your actions support the claim of malicious intent. So let's peruse the website itself, and we'll redact some of this information because we're not savages who dox and cause malicious intent, are we? No, because, you know, even though we're not Wikipedia detectives, we do have a little bit of a brain left. You know, we're not all medicated up and all fucked up in the head with agoraphobia and whatever else the fuck you have. Let's see, it's submitted Thursday, August 22nd. Oh, look, just a couple days ago, and they found.
What?
What?
What is this?
This is what someone did. I think this is posted, or it was some kind of report or something from Ripoff Report, I think. And he'll say it in the video, but it's a complaint review, and it pretty much has all of Mensa's personal information and a report.
Okay. Let's see.
Thought about it so quickly.
From what I understand, is like her phone number, her web address, her first and last name. That's public information. You know.
No, I think they had her home address. I don't know.
Okay.
They had a map.
What does that seem like to you? You know what it would seem like to any other judge or an attorney? It would seem like that maybe the team is working in concert with whoever posted that, huh? What do you think about that? I'm sure we'll find out soon, right? So now we scroll down to, of course, we have it, let's see, it looks like probably Miss Menza's personal information, where she lives. It looks to be a phone number. Well, you know, you've got to have a phone number in a proper docs, right? And then her website, where her business is registered to that website, and what she does for a living. And then it gives a whole bunch of personal information and says she's a scam artist. And look at this right below. Holy mackerel. A map with a pin on it, pointing right to her house. How lovely. What else do we have here? Oh, look, a whole entire write-up. Oh my God, look at this write-up. She is poison. She parades around the internet. Oh boy, look at it. Okay, are you reading this along with me, Granny Fanny fans? I'm just going to post it up here so you can read along. I'll read back the shit out of it, you know. But wow, holy mackerel.
So
That's a
this is
proper
somebody
dox,
wrote this
wouldn't you
report.
say? Well, congratulations, team. You finally made it. You've arrived at the doxing victim advocates that you are. Your goal, what did they say nowadays? Goal achieved. Let's ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding. Goal achieved. Congratulations, guys. I'm sure you're making the Rusex real proud. Keep up the good work, okay? All right, guys. See you in a little bit, because I got a lot more shit in the can ready to go.
Okay, well, first of
Have a
all,
good night, everyone. Sleep tight.
okay, hold on. First of all, I'm looking, let's see. I'm looking at right here. Hold on. I'm looking at the rip-off report. Who's I'm the pro?
What?
Who's I'm the pro? Okay, let's see.
In where?
Hello?
In the chat?
No, here. Hello?
Probably misery, I assume.
Hello? Hello?
They're muted, so
Hmm. So let me just show. I found the rip-off report, and it does not show her address.
it doesn't.
Mm-mm. So it says just shows Maryland, United States. This is everything. This is from her. This is everything you can find. And it says reported by Anna Mark. So, and this is not.
Hey, Kaylee.
I mean, this is, let me see. I don't think that's a specific, it doesn't show her actual, this doesn't show like the no. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, liar, fucking liar, you know, like you see, like you stir up all this. There's no, you know, guys, this is why you got to investigate things. You know, I don't know. I mean, it says this is everything. I mean, you can look at, you know, if you look up Menza, she has fucking books out, you know, all her information's out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is just, again, this is disappointing to me. You know, it gets everybody up in like a freaking, you know, just gets everybody all up like, oh my God, what? You know, and it's like, that's not right.
That's
you know?
what I thought.
Like,
a lot of things were blacked out. And
yeah, exactly. So they make it seem like all that. You know, that's why I don't. Ugh. Yeah, see, same date for it, 22nd. 22nd. They
okay,
blacked out. So it's the exact same report. So her address was not put here, guys. Like, it's known that she's from Maryland because she's a private mediator, believe it or not. Okay.
Do they know who did that though?
It says Anna Mark. But I mean, there's nothing like yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong about this. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, you know, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, like, again, remember who Menza is. Remember who Miss Menza is and what she has done and how she has, like, you know, just slandered and butchered Shanann. Like, and
Yeah,
her
I don't have a problem.
and what she
talking-
does and how she doxes people and how she does this and that.
I don't
Okay.
have a problem talking, saying horrible things about her, about what she has said, or same with criticalkay. If they're saying things that I think are deplorable, yeah, I'm gonna say something about it.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like, why should I be attacked for that when they're doing the same thing? They're doing the exact same thing. And by the way, another thing I wanted to mention, where there was a comment, Granny Fanny said that, Miss Mensa wasn't even here to defend herself. Well, multiple times I asked her directly
So for
to
music,
go,
her
if I
home
could go up
address
with
is
her,
not shown.
if I could go up with her on her panel and we could discuss her theories. And every single time I asked her, she said no. So if somebody makes a video and they say whatever the hell they say, actually, Granny Fanny did the exact same thing with Marymarlowe. He took that recording, he threw it up on his channel, and everybody in the comments attacked her. So what is the difference? How is it okay for his subscribers and commenters to attack someone in a video that he puts up, but it's not okay for me or you to attack his friends for their
Right.
content?
It's
That
just
doesn't seem fair
hypocritical.
to me.
Yeah, it's just hypocritical. And it's just, but it's like, God damn it. I mean,
I still don't agree with doxing though, and I never ever
no,
will.
and I mean, I don't either. But I mean, the thing is don't fucking lie and say that people have doxed people when they fucking haven't. I mean, Jesus, like nobody doxed her. You know what I mean? Like,
I saw this video for the first
here.
time yesterday or today. I think, no, it was today. I think I saw it for the first time. I actually didn't go to Rip Off Report, but I did see all the blacked out parts, and I read whatever report they wrote.
I mean, that's I mean, that's the thing. You've got to, like, that's why I was like, let me check this out, and I mean, here's the thing, like, let's look at Brenda, AK Menza's, this is her website. Mediation. This is
Another
the thing.
thing.
Let me tell you something. I just went through a divorce. I would never want to have her as a mediator. Okay. What she says and what she does. So yeah, I absolutely would be thankful that somebody would do this and let everybody know that this mediator that you might be spending thousands of dollars on, this is what she's doing behind, you know what I mean? So
Oh shit.
yeah, what?
I
What
is this her page?
Yes. Yeah. And her, her YouTube, I think, I don't know what the YouTube thing is. I don't know. Let's see. I call it the media. So it has her number.
I have, and I've mentioned this before.
Mediator
I
bio.
have like 7 videos that I saved of Mensa's where she is really acting
Maryland.
terribly.
Maryland.
And I've never uploaded them. I've never done that to her because I just haven't.
Contact.
I asked her for permission and I didn't.
So again, let's see. What phone number do we have here? 231-929.
Oh God.
929-4737. Okay, this is on her public website. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure. Let me double check. What does it say about her bio? Okay, looks like she's a realtor too. Okay. These are the law schools. Okay. Maryland. Okay. Menza. Okay. I mean, she could just throw a bunch of pictures up on here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay, she's in Maryland. Okay, right? I mean, so guys, what is so awful about this at all? I mean, this is not this is not a dox. Like, oh my God. Anna Marks is the name of the woman that. Are you sure? Is it Anna Mark? Is that really her name?
What? And is that the girl? Isn't that the girl who wrote the rip-off report?
Mm-hmm. No, it's Anna Nowak. But I don't know. I don't know if that's if her.
I think she does have another last name.
Let me see.
Yeah, just Shelley.
Let's see. I'm looking. Let's see. Hold on. So, and this is, guys, this is why,
But do you even need to put your real name for the rip-off report? I feel like you probably don't put any name.
What? This is, well, don't let them get away with it. Let the truth be known. And this is about like businesses. This is
What
like,
is it?
it's about business. It's corporate advocacy stuff. I mean, it's like what this is a website where, if you've if there's somebody that's, has a business and that is charging money for services and they're not, they may have some shady shit or have done some shady shit. This is what this is for. And yeah, Brenda belongs on here.
Wait, that report?
That's the website.
This is okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's to let everybody know. And this is not slander. I mean, because she talks about how she, talking about the Watts case and making fun of the victim and ripping her apart. Yeah. A campaign of hate against the family of the victim. Her defense of the videos, well, she claims she is studying a crime case. She has also, on her own, without a publisher, typed up numerous books.
See, honestly, I have to say, I kind of disagree because I think like if she has a business, I don't know, I think she has a few businesses. And if someone wants to complain about her actual business, by all means, go and do that. But it just to throw do it because of what she says, about Shanann. I think that's kind of, I don't think that's okay. And I think that if someone has a problem with her, they should go straight to her.
Oh, people.
I mean, even though she'll probably block people and shit, but
people try. But I mean, no. Now, what I'm saying is the fact that she, quote unquote, claims that she is a mediator. Okay, that she gets involved with divorces and child custody. Okay, now we all know what she has said about Shanann and Chris and how he's a battered spouse and that, you know what I mean? So I would be grateful to know if I would not.
Well,
and that's her own actions that have caused the problem.
I think, I know she has a business, but how many times she gets hired, we don't honestly know. It could be never. And she has to be mandated or governed, like I agree with what I've seen of her behavior towards Shanann. I cannot imagine her being objective and neutral in any situation. If the way, if she can look at Shanann and say, oh, Munchausen by proxy, she's abusing those kids.
Exactly.
Oh my God, squirting them in the face with water. Like,
she would do that.
I couldn't imagine someone like that.
She do that to the mom. Oh, she needs to have counseling. She's not going to get custody. She needs to have
kill her,
sedation.
murder her or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
Figure it out.
yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, and the thing is, oh, sorry, what? Yeah.
I just the thing that really pisses me off,
Oh,
and here I go for the millionth time, is I just Kay and wife and name people. She can take things to real life. She can say things like, I don't give a fuck about your special needs kid. She can say all these things, and Mensa has done the same shit, and that's fine. But the minute someone else steps up and says, fuck you, no, it's not fine.
I have to mute.
Who is that? Who is that?
Bruce? Hello?
Do you know him?
We can't hear you. Bruce?
Hi.
Hello?
It's a stranger danger.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Excuse me. I can't hear you.
Do you know him?
Bruce?
Hi. I'm in New
Hello?
Zealand.
Stranger danger. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Excuse me. I can't hear you.
Do you know him?
No.
You can't hear me.
No. I mean, we kind of can hear you, but I don't mean to do it.
You gotta tap to turn your speakers. Okay.
Do you have headphones? No. I mean, we kind of can hear you, but I don't mean to do it.
You gotta tap to turn your speakers.
Do you have headphones? No.
I've got to shut something down, don't I?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. Sounds a little bit better.
Do you know this person, Keck?
Jimmy. God,
I almost
call me that.
I don't know why. Sneaking in and shit. I'm like, oh, who is that?
I don't think I can get in.
Okay,
What's your name?
Mute.
I can hear you.
Okay, what's his name? I can't see.
Bruce?
Just saying hello from New Zealand there.
Hi.
Hello, Bruce from New Zealand.
Mhm.
Are you a Kiwi?
I can hear you.
Okay, what's his name? I can't.
Bruce?
Just saying hello from New Zealand there.
Hi.
Are you a Kiwi?
Bruce from New Zealand.
Yeah, Kiwi down under.
Are you a Kiwi?
Kiwi. The angel Kiwi.
Okay, what's his name? I can't.
Just saying hello.
Okay. Don't really know.
Just
Bruce, we gotta get it together there, Bruce. Get some headphones and
give him some slack. He's literally upside down. He's under us.
Like, Bruce, put in the chat whenever you maybe have some headphones, and I'll hold on. Here, Bruce, get some headphones.
Cool.
And
Give him some slack. He's
literally upside. I'll mute you for a minute and see. Okay.
Yes, just Shelly, and I'm with.
Am I in the Twilight Zone? Oh, okay. Yes, I was doing that, and then okay, Anna Marks. Yeah, Anna Lee Marks Novak.
What was I saying, Miss Daisy? Was I talking about Mensa? Oh yeah, no. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna get it out, and I know that you're probably gonna disagree with me, Jamie, but I feel like for someone to do that to Miss Mensa, regardless of what she has said, that's the equivalent to taking things to real life. Like, if you're gonna fuck with her livelihood or ruin her reputation just because you don't agree with what she says, I don't agree with that. I think it's wrong. I don't think that's okay. I think that if for me, what I did with Mensa, because she pissed me off, I hate her, and I just went directly to her and I confronted her, and then she called me a piece of shit. She said I was vile. She said all kinds of shit to me, but we had it out. And every time she would put up a video, I would watch the video. I would say what I wanted to say to her, but I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because what if people say this is okay, but everything else is not? Like, who gets to set the standards, and where do we draw the line, you know? And that's why I say it doesn't, if it starts, if your fight's on Facebook, keep it there. If your fight's on YouTube, keep it there. There's no acceptable reason to go beyond that, because what happens is
Angels and
all of
demons.
this.
Understand?
Oh yeah, I can hear you a lot better now. Definitely. Oh, here we go. Okay.
There's something on an angel or a demon.
Oh,
It's the same thing
somebody.
as them going over to your YouTube when your son was on there playing Pokemon. That is not okay. It's absolutely not okay.
No, it's not. But that's not the same thing as somebody doing a rip-off report of a mediator that
No, what they did to you was worse. That's
victim
gross.
bashing, murdered woman,
But
pregnant woman,
I
and
think people should just keep their arguments between themselves and the person, and
I mean,
do
okay,
that.
like I don't know what I'm saying is that if you put certain information out there and she makes it known what she does for a living and everything, I mean, let's just say, what could I give a good example? Like if there was somebody and they got on their live stream every day and, they got intoxicated and they beat their children and on live, because this happens, and we're just doing horrible things. And then, but where it was a teacher during the day.
Oh no.
Wouldn't
Okay,
you want?
that's illegal shit there.
Well, but what?
But
Okay,
like I have
well,
a lot of information on like my Facebook, for example, and I think to myself,
Who are you?
so my information is there. So should I
What's
have
your
to
chat
censor
name?
myself?
What's your
Because
chat
I should be
name?
afraid. I
That's
just
my
don't
name.
think it's okay. What? I just feel like no one should be afraid to say their opinion or confront someone or call someone out or whatever. No one should have to worry about, oh my God, if I say this, are they going to find my, hunt me down or find my dirt or do whatever? It's really difficult, because really, where do you draw the line? You can't, because everyone has different standards on what's okay. And therein lies the problem, is that you may think something's okay, I may not think it's okay. And it's so confusing to me. And that's why I think, just to keep it simple, just people should not fuck around. Unless in a case, like you said, like if someone, for Mensa, her behavior on YouTube, if someone has a problem with Mensa's behavior and her opinions, and she's a mediator, if they want to phone her employer and share that with the employer, maybe, yeah, I could see that, and let the employer figure it out, because it's kind of connected. But I don't understand bringing Shanann Watts' case into a ripoff report. I just don't understand that.
Well, okay. So what I'm saying is that, okay, maybe let's just say, okay, the person, the YouTube creator or whoever got on their platform and talked about, how much they hated kids, and this and that, right? And they were a teacher. I mean, wouldn't you? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Mensa talks about these true crime cases with these marriages. And then she says he's a victim bashes and all this stuff. And she's in charge of potentially people's lives, like making their court orders.
In that case,
that's what I'm saying. You should give that information
and let them make up their mind. I just wanted to get that in because people wanted to hear Bruce talk, but I wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree with you totally.
Bruce.
Well, look at this. Like, say we're not all on the same path, so we're not all in the same truth. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
you're coming in great.
Oh, yes. Like,
I feel like we're gonna get some sage
like
advice.
the Mandela effect. We're not all in the same dimension.
Oh, okay.
Like everybody's seen something from a different perspective.
Exactly.
So that takes the way of where it says in the book about judging, because we might not be looking at it from the same point of view as the other person, because that's their truth.
Exactly.
That's their understanding.
Well, and I get you. And just like, I mean, I'm sure like Ted Bundy, his truth was something that we wouldn't understand, but and that's his truth. I guess he feels it's okay to have sex with dead bodies and stuff. And just like, what was the name of that guy that does the voiceovers on the audiobooks that we're talking about?
Ted Kemper or
Ed
something.
Kemper, Ed Kempner. Yeah, like, but the thing is that we cannot, a society cannot be based on people having different dimensions and different realities.
So then you see that someone like that Ted, he's living in hell.
mhm.
Somebody from the other aspect, that they're in a heavenly, realm. Like everything's good to them. So you can see in that book, the time is coming is when you wear the mark 1666 or Jesus of the heavenly side. So somebody like Ted, they're in their hell. That's their hell. That
Yeah.
the Chinese look at it as we are living in yin and yang, good and bad. So even in hell, in one plane, this is a testing ground of where you're going to go next. Just hypothetically looking at it like that. That there's actually people here who really believe and they act it out and they do all these horrible things because they're in hell. They're just tormenting themselves. And that's where they're just going to end up. They're going to just take that mark. You see that sort of...
I hear you.
Because it is horrible to WHY. Why is there these people who do these things in this world? And then the Chinese looked at it as yin and yang. There's good and bad here.
Yeah.
It's
true. I mean, I think in a lot of ways, I think maybe hell is right now, like the hell is earth. I mean, and we have our punishments and things like that. And then but our souls are preparing for the next.
Well, in a way, a lot of people are being tricked, but the churches are actually letting a lot of this out. Did you hear the Pope say not long ago? They don't know where hell is. They don't know where the bad souls. That's more or less saying everything what they've preached to you is wrong. There is no damnation of a fiery pit that you go into hell.
Right.
So that's slowly telling you the truth behind the scene.
Yeah.
Because and then if you just went out and just spoke it straight away, it'd be just too shocking for the world. Like people like, I don't want to be here anymore. You'd have so many people wanting to commit suicide.
Right. Exactly.
If the truth like that was really known.
Yeah. True.
So there's no heaven and hell out there. You have to find that direction.
Yes.
Through your mind, your behavior, your thoughts.
I think YouTube, I just wrote it in the comments, but I think YouTube is like an uncivilized society, and everybody's just running around, following their own set of standards. And I think that in this community, we should all at least try to make some basic ground rules and just follow them. And that's it, and that way we don't have to worry about, if we find out someone's doing some shady shit, then that's it, fuck off. But right now it really is uncivilized. Like everyone's just running around, doing all kinds of things, victimizing people, attacking, all of that.
Oh, no, we're not.
It's gotten so ugly.
No, we're not saying everybody is, but overall it is kind of like that. It is kind of, and you're right. Like, it is YouTube, social media, it's still kind of a very uncivilized, like, society. And it's like, we're trying to chart these, like, uncharted lands, if you will, and get more, like you said, guidelines.
Even if we just agreed to behave. Yeah, at least if we could agree to behave towards each other like we behave in real life, we wouldn't act like this in real life. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't see people in real life running around screaming in people's faces, and you know what I mean?
Maybe
but on the internet, we get on here and we're so comfortable that it's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck your dog, fuck your mom, fuck everybody that you know. You know what I mean? And it's just, it gets really ugly really fast.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Well, it goes with the and why it's so easy for people to do that, because they're hiding behind a screen. You know, like they're not personally getting out there, confronting that person to their face and saying what they want to say to them. So, of course, it's all, you know, like when you're hiding behind something, you're not, you can just blare out anything you like.
Yeah.
Because that person's not going to punch you in the face. What in the olden days, that's what.
Right, exactly.
But that's the truth of it, you know.
Yep,
if somebody disrespects you, totally disrespects you, what are you going to do next? Oh, I'll turn the other cheek. But if you keep going at me, I'm just going to show you. You know, you just can't go talking
I'll
to
get
people
on
like
here. I get on here and I'll say all kinds of shit. Like,
yeah,
I would never ever say to someone, like, you know, I probably would say some things to someone's face, but maybe like 10 to 20%. But you get on here, and even me, like I said, you know, if somebody says something to me, I have no problem, you know, getting ugly and just attacking or whatever. But in real life, I understand that if I try that, I'm probably going to get punched in the face, and maybe I don't want to say that. You know what I mean? So you always tend to think about things. And of course, you can't be walking around a Walmart yelling at employees, for example, because you're pissed off at them. You can't do that. You can't act like that, because in society, we have police officers, we have other people that will, you know, if we can't control ourselves, they'll control us. And here, it's not like that, because there's no one to tell us what we can and cannot punch into our keyboards.
And that's why I think
they're slowly coming out with that algorithm and this and that, and they're going to slowly stop people from saying things on YouTube. They sort of like, you get your views get less watched and things like that. So they are slowly sieving people out who do say things. And some people might be saying the real truth and trying to give a message across to people. They don't want that to be known.
And the other thing too is when you get angry with someone and you go off on them, like I did last night on Kay and Mensa. So if you look at Kay and Mensa and they can't come back at me, so what are their options? They may say, fuck it, I'm going to call her employer. And that's their attack. That instead of slapping me or punching me like
that's what I was about to say. You read my mind on that one. That's kind of what is happening. But I would never do that. And
I wouldn't, but some people do, as it's been done to you. And we know others it's being done to. And, you know, when you start, for me, I just have a really big problem with people, you know, fucking with other people's children, families, and their real lives.
That's wrong.
Just cannot co-sign that.
Yeah. And that's why, like you were saying, there's nobody to really police or whatever. That's why I devote I devote energy and time on my platform to try to be that kind of voice and saying, hey, wait a minute, you know, what you're doing is not right. You're hurting people. You're being a keyboard warrior, you know, simmer down, you know, and that's part of my whole message is, you know, and like tonight with Kay, like we talked, and the same things I say here, I said to her. So, you know, I mean, I'm not hiding behind a screen, and I never will. And
yeah, I agree, Bee Stinger. You know, if what people say is one thing, but I'm talking about when people take it beyond that. You know, you can ignore what someone says, but you can't ignore someone calling your base commander, or someone calling your employer, or someone snatching photos of your children, or all of these are you know, these things that people do in real life. Like, you're fucking with their lives. And some people, I don't know what it is, they don't they just don't care.
And
it's like some people don't like to hear the truth.
Yeah.
Like, say that you see somebody with their child and they're like dragging it out of the car or something like that, and you go, excuse me, I don't think that's a very nice way to treat your child like that. And then they just go abusive back at you, like, it's not your child, don't you try and tell me what to do.
Yes, that's exactly what these creators do.
So you're trying to stick up for a child who can't
Yes.
speak for itself. It's just getting dragged along now.
Yes.
You're
Amen.
a human being who just sees something happening.
Yes.
You don't want to see a child treated like that, so you say something.
Yes.
But you're saying your truth, but it's truthful what you're saying. But that person does not want to see what you're saying.
Right.
They are in a controlled situation. They're controlling their child like that.
Yep.
And you've pulled them out. You've just put them on the spot. Like,
Yep.
I'll say, I'll put you on the spot. Hey, you don't treat children like that.
Yeah.
And then they'll just go abusive at you. I've seen this happen to me myself. Because I won't let people get away with some things.
Yes.
And I'll call people out.
Yeah.
And I've been called out on things too.
Yeah.
But people don't want to be told the truth. But you tell them the truth. Like, this is my own truth, okay? I can't speak for what you believe in, because everybody's got their own belief, okay? It's about a belief system. If you've been entrenched something into your head you look at all these people who are brought up in different religions, that they don't know any other faith. Their parents have got it brainwashed into them from an early age. If they went and found out, oh no, but just say the other one goes home and goes, oh, we heard that Jesus is the one, and they go, no, this is wrong, and who's been telling you this? And then the other ones go home to their ones, and they go, oh no, Allah's the one. And you know, that child would put in a dark room, probably left there for a few days. But this is what it's all about. It's all about the belief system. What is entrenched into your mind?
Right. And we've got to open people's minds. We've got to help them.
We all do. Our minds. We have to let things flow. Feel like the nature of life. So feel that the Buddha had the most meanest understanding of creation. Mm-hmm. Good and bad both exist.
When I moved from this is an example. So I was born and raised in a major city, and when my children were younger, we moved to a smaller town just because it's cheaper to live there, and it was a culture shock. So living in the city is like living in New York and then moving to a small southern town. You know, when I first moved to that town, people thought I was fucking psychotic, and I thought they were stuck up. There's so much gossip, and it's kind of the same thing when you're talking about people with different belief systems. And you know what I mean? Like, being from the city, I don't talk to people. I haven't talked to my neighbors, but then you move and people are always talking to you, and it's like, what's your fucking problem? Like, why are you so nosy? And they're looking at you like, why are you so antisocial? It's kind of the same thing, I think. Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
And like antisocial, in a way, a lot of people are turning towards that. They're just living inside the screen. They're living inside their houses. Because I went out the other day in society. Like, I don't really mix much with society, but I went out the other day in society, and there's people who just do not have no respect for themselves. Meaning, like, just the way that you just see the way that they are. There's nobody happy. There wasn't anyone happy that day. So people are getting locked up. They're locking themselves up because of the way the way this world is, and it's happening more and more. People are just locking themselves away from the world and just living into like a box,
imploding. Really?
Yes, coming in. Yeah, it's not. You can see it's not going to make the society go forward.
It's the same, like, all across social media. It's like the law hasn't caught it cannot keep up with social media. And like I remember when all of the internet first started, and there was no laws. Like, they didn't know how to handle it. Like, they didn't know how to handle things that were happening on the internet. And there was this big thing where they were trying to make cyber laws and things, and they're still doing that, but they're still not caught up, because look what's happening here right now. I could sit here for 10 minutes straight and call someone every name in the book, make all kinds of accusations, and you know what? YouTube probably wouldn't do anything. And actually, YouTube didn't do anything to Shanann Watts's family. They didn't help her family out for all of the things that were being said about them. Facebook's not so bad, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous, the things that take
Right.
place.
Exactly.
And I'm guilty myself. Like, when I think of, the way that I was very angry last night, and I've said some shit on the internet that I'm not too proud of, but I don't know, like everybody, I don't know.
I don't
It's
know
just,
the Watts case.
Well,
Just
you gotta. You didn't say anything. You didn't slander. You didn't do anything like that. And these.
no, I was just kind of embarrassed about the way I was, like, every second word I was cursing.
Sometimes it's cathartic. Like right now we're not cussing that much. I mean, but sometimes you just gotta let it out. Sometimes, and that was one of those occasions. And
Thank you, Soul. I try.
Yeah.
I just wish that.
What I'm feeling, what's happening in this world, what's creating, these are divide and conquer. Okay, just say there is something else over this world, and it wants to bring down the human race. Okay, it wants to bring down the human race, and what I'm seeing, what it's doing, it's with our emotions. People all dividing. You look at like I just look at over in USA and your government, and everybody's on left or right. Yous are all Americans, but yous are hating on one another because that one's for that politics and that one's for that politics.
I don't.
Okay?
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah,
Take away what I'm saying of the people, or if you're on the left and right, but just
I
see
never
what
discuss
it's doing.
religion or politics.
What it's actually doing, though, it's dividing people of your own beliefs or understanding or getting on with one another.
Yeah.
So your emotion level between one another is becoming lower. So your frequency of, you've got aura around you.
Honey.
You can be you can have amazing aura around you, but because everybody's in this emotional state and they get suppressed. Just say that, like how, of course, your emotions getting suppressed, so your whole chakra level isn't out there.
Just jelly.
And you turn into like jelly. Your brain is becoming jelly and all.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Just Shelly said, let's talk politics. I said, no.
We'll maybe let's save that for another.
But what I'm saying about politics is throwing it in as what it's actually doing to the brain. Or like how you just said there, no, don't talk about it. But I see, because it's hitting something in your brain that you want to push that out, because it's like, I don't want to hear about that, because it's dividing people. Because you might be on one side from the other, and you don't want to be in that conflict. But you are all American.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'm not American. But
she's Canadian.
I honestly, I really love to hear opposing views.
Me too.
I love to have those kind of discussions, because like if I'm talking to someone that has a completely different opinion than I have, I want to know. Like, I'm so fascinated, and I always want to know, like, what makes you believe that? Like, what is it that, because maybe they know something that I don't know, but I enjoy that without becoming hostile or aggressive. You know what I mean? Aggressive. I really do enjoy it. And I like to hear someone tell me what it is that makes them believe what they believe, because you get a better understanding of it. Even if I disagree at the end of that discussion, you're going to walk away at least with a little bit more information than you started with. And I think that's something that, I don't know, I enjoy doing that. I like to play devil's advocate with certain things too. And I hate getting into like crazy arguments about views, because once you start arguing, you're getting crazy. No one's hearing anything.
Right. Exactly.
Well, Happy's got a good comment there, like of the fifth. He's saying like the fifth dimension, and it is a timeless void of space where we're at. and known to man. So there is a division even between that of our own kind, because I heard one of you say that you've just gone through a divorce.
Me.
Man and woman there is this massive division in this world to what it
Not
used
me.
to
I
be
won't let him.
between man and woman.
Fuck
Yeah.
him. He's not. I'm not letting him go.
I know, right? Never letting. Yeah, I
He's
hear you.
anchored.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that
They have all those babies so he could just move on.
exactly. It's like, oh, the cussing's going to
Here
start
it is.
happening.
but do you feel that's a jealous and a controlling situation, thinking like that, though?
Me?
Wait, say that
Of
again?
your sperm-
No,
of your
I feel
sperm
like I
donor?
carried 6 of his children and I
Yeah.
gave birth to them, and
Yeah,
I gave him 25 years of my life,
yeah.
and
Your youth, your everything.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm not being like like serious, but it's always just a joke because we're
Yeah.
not divorced and we've both agreed we're not going to do that, although he lives 5 hours away. But I always
Same with
I say
mine. What
that
the
to him
hell?
all the I always say
We're
that.
so
I'm like, no, we're not together, but we're not single. It's just a joke we have.
that's
I
so
don't give a shit.
Nikki, it's amazing how much our lives parallel.
You just
It's
still
amazing.
friends for your children?
Yeah. I wouldn't be jealous if he
What?
dated someone. As long as she's good to him and my children, I'm fine
Ugh, I would. So what, Bruce?
in public.
You just still friends in a way then?
Yeah.
I'm just freshly, divorced.
You'll
So
get there.
Just hearing it, it's really his loss.
oh, that's right, Nikki.
Well,
I
because you've got the children, haven't you?
Yeah.
So it's his loss, because that's a part of him. That
Yeah.
I'm a solo dad with 2 children.
Oh wow.
wow.
I had to stand up for my 2 children, because I'm not the sort of guy to take children away from their mother or this and that.
Right.
But a year ago,
I would love to have a father like Bruce. Can you fucking imagine that?
Yeah.
that they
That
were.
would be like.
So I had to step up. That their mother went on that rail where they get into drugs and this and that. But it's not that side of it. But I see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so I look at the bigger picture. She took them at an early age, like 16. When people get into illicit drugs like LSD and this and that at that early age, their brain doesn't develop. So
Exactly. Yes.
she's a mum now, 33 years old, but she's still got a child mind. So I'm dealing with a mother who's a 16-year-old mind.
Yeah.
So I don't blame her for it too. And then there's even more aspects why
That's
she
amazing. That's admirable.
She
Really.
came over from Ireland. Her mother disowned her when she was 16 because she went off with a boyfriend and stuff like that. So a lot of the turning to drugs and that, it's not really her fault. People just go that way because they lose connection from their family and things like that. So it's not always their fault. But I've got
just your outlook on your situation is probably going to be one of the greatest gifts you ever give your children.
Yes, amen.
You don't, because that's one thing with my husband and I would see this a lot with my friends who would go through a divorce, and they would use their children against, like the moms especially would use their kids as weapons and trophies. You can't see the kids this weekend, or my whatever, and we always agreed, like, we are not fucking doing that. I don't care if I hate you, I'm never going to do that ever. And when I see parents like Bruce who can look at their ex or the mother of their children or father of their children and see their faults and all of that, and still have that understanding and recognize, I just think that's amazing. And it's unfortunate that it's not as common as it should be, because too many people use their children as like my sister, for example.
Weapons. Yeah, we both said it at the same time.
My sister had 2 kids with her first husband, and then she met her second husband, and she wanted to play house with her second husband, and she did everything she could possibly do to keep the father of her first 2 children out of their lives, because again, she didn't want him interfering. And I would tell her all the time, you know what you're doing, right? You're fucking your kids' heads up. You're hurting them, because don't look at how you feel about your ex. Like, you could hate him, but that's their dad.
Right.
They love him and he loves them. I mean, don't you want your children to be loved by as many people as possible? She never got it, and it's unfortunate, but I think everything that Bruce said when he's talking about the mother of his children, and again recognizing that, yeah, she got some problems, but he also recognizes where they stemmed from, and he's a compassionate man. And I think it's he could do TED Talks, or talk to other fathers and mothers and probably teach them things I think that's great.
Right. Exactly.
Well, that's something what people should understand about their children. If they hate on the other partner, you're actually, because your children are part of you. If you're hating on the other partner, because that seed was planted by an egg and a seed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're
Yeah,
exactly. We were
on
talking about that last night.
other parent, you're hating on part of your children. Because
you know what it is. Here's the other thing is with my children, like my husband and I have had like battles, right? Like we've had, everybody has, but it was always important for me to make sure that my children understood that they were conceived and brought into this world out of love.
Right.
I never want them to see that hate. I never ever want them to think my fucking parents hate each other. Even though sometimes I feel like that, I'll lie. And I will be like, no, we love each other. You're our children. And even though, yeah, there's a lot of times where I want to put my foot right up his ass. But I don't want them to hear it like that, because I don't want them to be put in a position to where they're afraid to, they come back from their dads, and I want to hear all the fun things they did. I don't ever want my children to be afraid to talk about their dad in front of me. And I don't want them to be afraid to talk about me in front of their dad.
Right.
I think most parents should think like that. Like, don't hate that person.
Right.
Hate anyone else, but at least pretend you like them. Unless they're assholes and they beat the shit out of you or something like that. But if you don't have those issues, try. I wish people, because I know a lot of women. I know everybody in this chat right now knows women like that, and even some fathers, where they just use their kids as trophies. Haha, I won. Or weapons. If you didn't pay child support this week, you can't see your kids. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
Your children don't have a price. So I think you're doing what you said, Bruce. Look, you set me off now. I'm getting all emotional and fucking passionate. Just I'm hearing Bruce and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I hope bee stinger. I hope you don't either. It's not. It's the last thing I ever wanted.
Where you use motion, that's the thing. See how you heard I set off your emotions. That's how I was expressing earlier. That's this force which is trying to suppress people's emotions, and you got to know.
I think there's something about the way you speak. Actually, I think you're an amazing speaker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like you. I mean, I like you. I'm glad you hopped up on here.
Is he muted?
No.
I could listen to him talk for hours.
Hopefully you'll join another panel.
Well, this panel's been quite good, actually.
Yeah, it's been great.
Because I pop in now and then, and I was on one Peanut on this. He's my Christian friend. I'm with no faith myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say my faith is the Holy Spirit. But I don't have no religion, which is
as long
in a
as
book.
you believe.
Yeah.
Did you say that was horrible?
With me, it's I found myself. I found that I am a man, living in existence of this organism of life at this moment.
Right.
So when I say the organism, that's the sound of everything is built up in frequencies and sound, vibration. I heard someone say about chakra. I said chakra, and they said, oh, not so much chakra. where I'm saying about shark, I say words what are
Energy.
common to people,
Right.
just common words to people. So where I've really learned, it's built through your emotions, which builds up your frequency, which is your a vibration. Just say that we're like, just say we're like in a dome, and the sound doesn't travel out. So like you hear the plane flies up there, but the sound comes down here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that the echo's not carrying on. So everything sound frequency comes back at you. So what you put out comes back.
Right.
Oh, I absolutely believe
That's
that.
what we're talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you
So
put out in the universe.
Yes.
so your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, all that comes back too. So if you are putting out down and terrible and your emotions are in a pitfall state, well then you'll just be getting that back. But if you're living like you walk outside and you just see what's beautiful around or beauty and bang, straight away you're putting that emotion out and you'll be just receiving that back, and the next second you'll go along and you'll see something else nice, and it just sort of like revolves like that.
It
But
sounds a lot like I'm Wiccan, so
Oh.
I understand like what you're saying when you're talking
Mhm.
about everything that you put out. Like I believe that everything you put out to the universe comes back times 3, which is the rule of threefold. But I also believe in what you're saying, as far as energies and vibrations and, you know, just finding yourself. It's if you can ever get to that point, it's a life changer.
peace of mind.
Yeah.
It is. I haven't gotten there quite yet.
Still
But
working.
I'm still working
But we
on it.
can all be like that, because when you say finding yourself, it's only between you. Okay, it starts with your thoughts. So it's your thought, with you comes out your word. If you can see how I just said that, then it's like 3 in 1, because your thought is like your like,
Being.
like some people say you're God. That's your transmission, your thought, whatever's good. Just I look at God as what God is good, devil is bad. Take the word of the two names away and just call one good and one bad. So if you take in good thoughts, so that thought's transmitted into you, that's yourself. Now it's inside your body, which is yourself. And
Like your
as
energy.
yes, it's come into your energy of your body, that's your heart beating. And now what you are going to speak with your mouth, with your words, because you're in a body right now, okay? Looking at it from a mind of you're spiritually immortal, now you're inside a body which is not as immortal, because it can get cut up in pieces and a heart can come out. But that spiritual immortal, that's that thought pattern.
Your physical being
Following.
can be destroyed. Your spirit cannot.
Yes, so look at it as that's your good thought. That's your good thought coming into your body and what you express out, because it all comes from your word, because it was all spoken from word first. So to find yourself, that's the word what's going to come out of you next. And just say, I'm looking in the mirror right now, and to know yourself, I love me. You try that. You try that. Or just, if you want to do it like that, and you just bring it all into yourself, and there you found yourself. You have found yourself, because you just said it to yourself that you love yourself. Your spiritual thought came into your body. You spoke it out because you're in body now, because you have vocal cords, and you spoke that word back.
See, I'm still trying to get there. I have depression and anxiety, and I have times where I'll wake up. Sometimes it will last a week. Sometimes it'll last a couple of days, where I'm so down and depressed that I can't even get out of bed. I'm just like nothing, just depressed and sad. And so I'm still working on that. and I'm not embarrassed to say it. Like,
Yeah.
when I say I'm depressed, I mean I don't want to shower.
Me
I
too.
don't want to do
I
I don't want to do
yeah.
anything.
Me
And
too.
so I'm still working on that, and I hope one day that I find that enlightenment.
Mm.
But
But
that,
right now,
that is, but what you said, I have, okay? See how you said I have those words and this and that, but that all came to you first from when you woke up that morning, from your first thought, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. Can you see where I'm
yeah.
saying about your, because you've got a spiritual higher being of you, and you're taking on the less higher spiritual being of you. Oh, I feel weak. I want to stay in bed. I'm depressed. Where your higher being on a good day is saying, oh, gosh, it's a good day today. And you've got that thought, oh, I've got out of bed. I'm not depressed today. I'm just trying to show you that it all starts from that first thought when you wake up in the morning. Of if
Oh,
you're going,
no. I absolutely, I believe everything that you're saying. But I'm just saying that it's some people like myself have yet to get to that level. Like, I've not gotten there yet. I do have faith that one day I will. I just haven't gotten there yet.
We'll get there.
So I'm just kind of working through it. Yeah, I'm working through it, and I understand, like, everything that you've just said for me is like, I can see that, I can see it. It's going to happen someday. It's just
Yes.
not happening now. But I do have faith.
And we try to be a support system, and try to I don't know what's the word, I'm like, empower, and just try to encourage each other. So
Well, that's, I don't know. I feel like I really want to get back into this, but
well,
I
could show you one thing to help through depression, because I'll just say about that first time when you wake up in the morning, open your eyes, you'll have a thought. Okay, where you look first? Oh, generally at the ceiling, because I've just opened my eyes like that. And put some poster stamp, put a big sign above there, and just whatever makes you feel good to read straight away. Maybe my higher being, or my good spirit, or my beautiful
music.
thought, or
Yeah.
I love myself. It's just something written there, and then you're just going to see that straight away. Straight away, you have helped yourself through your depression, because any sort of people who go through alcoholism or this and that, they have programs of different steps. And the first step of that is what you're going to see. And there's something what you're reading straight away, and that's going to trigger your thought.
For me, it's not like
yourself.
See, for me, I understand what you're saying. Like, you've got to focus on something that has a positive effect on you. For me, it's music. I'm a huge lover of music, like from the 40s right up till now.
Oh, yeah.
That's, I don't know. Music has such a therapeutic effect on me. I can't even explain it. Like, even from Frank Sinatra to Janis Joplin to, I don't know what it is, but if I'm feeling down and I start listening to music, it instantly makes me feel better.
Right.
So I always listen to music.
That's where I was speaking before about your frequency, your emotion. See, with music and hitting your frequency,
yes, just Shelley.
You can hear it in your ears. It's triggering with the neurons in your brain. That's building your frequency, and that helps your emotions. And when I use words like chakras, well, that's with your emotions. It's all just all colors. We're like
Definitely,
that
Connie.
state, you're like a rainbow.
Me too, happy.
Yes.
Deal. I have a candle going now.
Oh, really?
And that's a good way to be, is to keep that childhood mind when you're an adult. Things what made you happy. Like, because for an adult to say that, it sounds actually immature in that. But if we can hold on to a little bit of our childhood ways when we are adults, but not in the way we acted, but in just like little funny things, what made us laugh and giggle, and like, oh, that's cool. We don't judge, because we didn't judge when we were children.
But do you ever look, because I remember this, and I still, well, not so much, my kids are older, but when my kids were younger, I like the feeling of seeing the world through their eyes. Holy shit, it was glorious. You know, when you look at your child and they get excited over like a Christmas tree, or you know what I mean, like, or I don't know, you know, kids walk around, they pick up like a leaf or just random things, and you, if you look at your kid, and especially when they're younger, I it doesn't even have to be your child, it could be any child. I love children, and I love watching them get excited over things like paint, you know, painting on a piece of paper, handprints, shit like that. I should open an orphanage or a daycare. No, wait, no. I'm getting crazy now. No, no, no. But I love that. I love hanging out with little kids and just seeing how excited they get, like really excited. Because it kind of puts things in perspective. You know, sometimes when we're thinking about all of this shit that's going on, or our bills, or whatever the hell's happening in our lives, if you can spend some time with a child, it'll definitely reset you and kind of make you not worry so much about whatever the hell is going on in that moment.
To be a child again, you know, sometimes. Like,
And then some people just smoke weed. So I don't know. I mean, it just whatever, right?
yeah, you know, yeah. Well,
That's a little bit false, though.
What?
Well, it's a little bit false because you're just drowning your emotion.
oh,
And
well,
what?
we to me, what I've noticed, the whole makeup's changed. I've got
I
this
don't
video
smoke
about Bob
weed.
Marley, and they changed the whole makeup of it. There's not like it's more indoor grown, and it's not like the ultraviolet from the sun and all this and that. So it's not hasn't got the same purity like it used to be, like a spiritual sort of enhancing. It's more
Yeah.
of
I don't know anything about weed at all. I don't.
no, it's more of a suppressed sort of thing now. It suppresses people's emotions, then make them high.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, are we talking about weed? I think, I mean, there are some medicinal, there's a lot of medicinal properties about it. You know, and I think we all have to have something that kind of relaxes us, or just like what's the word I'm looking for? It decompresses. Like maybe it's listening to music, maybe it's having a glass of Chardonnay. You know, you know what I mean, or running. I mean, some people like to exercise, but something, we all have to have something that kind of, yeah. But yeah. The heck?
Well, it's sort of like if you have to have something, it's taken over from you. It's like anything. If you're going to do the drug, don't let the drug do you. So if you have to have it, it's doing you.
That's a good
Yes.
bit of advice.
Okay,
I've
so
never
you're
heard
not.
that.
It's taken over now. You know, like if you've just had it in a moderated sort of way here and there, you know, unwind on the weekend, that's totally different. But if you just can't go without it, well, then the drug's doing you. You're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It's like alcohol, anything, alcohol, any sort of drugs which is out there, mind altering thing. If you can't go without it, it's taken over.
Even, you know what? Coffee. I don't drink coffee, tea, pop. I don't drink alcohol. But people that I know that drink coffee or pop, they have to have it every day. They have to have it. My sister's addicted to Pepsi. And everyone I know drinks coffee. Like that, they have to have it in the morning. And I'm like, I would hate that because I have an addictive personality. I'd probably be eating the coffee grinds. Fucking railing them off the coffee table or something, you know, but it's pretty much anything, right?
Right. Sorry, like I'm like, I don't know what that noise is. Yeah. Yeah. Happy to the third degree was like, which brings us back to the toxic creators on YouTube. that are screwing up everyone's good time. And it's like, exactly. And that's why, even when even like last night's live, yeah, there was some crappy things that happened and we were calling out the creators and, but we always also have a good time. Like, and that's always with all my streams. Like, I always we talk about some serious stuff and some heavy things, and then we have a good time. But I want to try to help, expose the toxicity of these other creators and help, heal, their victims, and that's probably one of the reasons why I do parodies too. Is it's really harmless and it's really like just
A
like
release.
yeah, it's a release but like just Shelley was saying, like laughter is medicine for the soul, and it's just instead of feeling that hate, it's like you channel it into just laughter, good belly, what is it, belly laugh, and just people are I think it helps people. It helps people more.
Yeah, I think it
More
helps
than it
people
hurts.
cope. It helps
Yeah,
get through the days.
yeah,
But it's talking about the whole, YouTube situation. I I really try not to lose my temper, but
Thank you,
I
Shelley.
can't handle bullies. I can't
Yeah.
handle seeing
Mm-mm.
anyone being intimidated or bullied or
Yes.
mistreated. I really like that. I
Yes.
can't control myself. I don't like it, and I hate to see it. And every time I see it, I can't ignore it. And
Yeah.
it bothers me because it's so cruel. It's
Exactly.
fucking cruel, and I don't like to see people think that they can intimidate someone or bully someone or push someone around or mistreat someone. And I'm always going to be the one to
Yes.
say, hey,
Right.
fuck off.
Amen. Yeah. And that's
Like, don't do that.
mm-hmm, exactly. And that's same with me. And nobody should ever look the other way when they see bullying happen, when they see victimization happening. Like Bruce was saying, you see, and it's funny he brings an example like that, because I'm like, if your neighbor, you saw them abusing, one another, or like he said, you see a parent dragging their child in an abusive way, you're not just going to stand there and just be like, well, oh well, I'm going to look the other way. Um,
Didn't someone say that to us on one of a live we did like a week or two ago? Someone said, mind your own business or
yeah,
something like that. And we
yeah,
said that.
yeah,
Like,
that's exactly,
what do you
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. It was just like, well, if you don't like it, then don't watch. It's like,
That was it.
yeah, it's like, no, that's not the answer. If there's bullying or victimization happening, nobody should just look the other way.
Because there are people on YouTube that have actually deleted their channels
Yeah,
because of bullying
or committed
and
suicide, or
yeah,
and
that's
it's just
also
okay.
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't understand it. Like I don't
yeah,
um Space Monster said it last night, you know, go back to the basics. Like, how did it start? How did whatever feud's going on, how did it start? It probably started because someone said something that another person didn't like. And that's fine. You could disagree, you can argue, but when it gets to the point where someone is, you know, going out of their way, like I said, to dig up the dirt, to dox someone, to do all of these things, that what the fuck?
right.
That's not fair. It's not okay. And that's all about intimidation. That's and like when Kay said that the reason she called you base commander is so you could shut the fuck up. Why should you?
I know. I mean,
It's not fair.
and it wasn't victimizing her. I wasn't hurting her. And yeah, it's just,
But she doesn't get to tell you that. She doesn't get to say, okay, I don't like what you're saying, so I'm going to do whatever the fuck I can do to shut you up.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
who are you to say that?
yeah, as long as like, you're as long as what you're saying, I mean, just because we have opposing views or whatnot, it's like you don't get to just tell somebody to just shut the fuck up. Now,
Or go up a few levels up. Like,
yeah, just like go in real life and
even.
stuff. But now if you're seeing them hurt people and victimize, that's something else. But that's not what she's doing at all. She's trying to censor everybody that, gets in, doesn't agree with her or whatever, and that's wrong.
It's like she's punishing you.
Yeah, that's what she does.
I don't like what you're saying.
You're getting
I don't
punished.
like the way you're talking to me. Like, how dare you?
Yeah, shame
I'm
on
going to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, people do things like that. And for me, I look at that situation and I think to myself, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Right. And just like tonight when I talked to Kay in her Discord, and it, and what broke my heart is hearing her yell at her mods, and just completely tear them to shreds because they were trying to facilitate peace. And she's like, you set me up, you did this and that, like, and they were just like, you could tell they're just like, no, I mean, like, we're just trying to help. And just it was horrible. And then she kicked me out, and but it was because she lost her shit and she was saying all kinds of horrible things. And like I said, I mean, I have
mean.
proof of that, and it's horrible. I'll just tell you one thing she said. She said that at one point, because her thing was like, she always, you're obsessed with me, you want to be me, you want to, and I'm like, absolutely I don't. I do not want to at all. And then she was
so
like,
juvenile.
Yeah. And she was like, I'm sorry that I have everything that you want but don't have, like healthy children and a husband. I mean, things like that is just vile.
That is,
because she knows I have special needs children and a daughter that has diabetes. It's like,
that is so,
it's disgusting and evil.
Well, what I find is a lot of people are getting paranoid about trolls. Like, you hear that word get brought up a lot.
Marymarlowe, the hacker.
On live feeds and that. Then like, I've heard this guy, Richie from Boston, then he's like abusive at these trolls. And then he'll delete that person because he's accusing them straight away because they're saying a different viewpoint.
Right.
And then straight away they think that they're a troll, but they're just showing a different viewpoint. Just because that person believes in or showing something different than the other doesn't mean they're actually a troll. It means that they've just got a different opinion.
Yeah, a lot of people overuse that term.
Yeah, you've seen it too.
Yeah, if you disagree with someone, you're a troll.
Yeah,
and they just cut you out, don't they? Because they think you're a troll, but you're just bringing up a different opinion.
Exactly. It's like, you have a different opinion, you're a troll. Get out of here. It's
or
like
a hater, abuser, attacker.
It's like,
and straight away your name's there, and then they called you a troll, and then they've blocked you or whatever. I've got this Jeff Doldy. He's kicked me out of his channel and that. And straight he thinks that I'm a troll to him now.
ridiculous.
I just got a different view to what he's going on about. He goes on about this, whatever he goes on about. I won't go on about it here, but that's his point of view.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but it's just, the thing is that, they will continue to do that to other people. And it's like you're unfairly kind of cut off and censored. And it's like,
and they're still talking about you.
Yeah. And they'll still talk, and, and so that's why I find it very important to, have an open panel, allow people, always allow people in the chat and to hang out with different opposing views, as long as there's respect. because so many people, so many creators, they abuse their quote unquote power over their platform, like exiling people and blocking them. And I mean, and it's like the ironic thing is that they're the ones sitting here being like, freedom of speech, like, let's not censor. And it just leaves a lot of people just frustrated, displaced. And yeah, so it's like I try to offer a place and space for everybody to feel, like safe and
freedom of speech for them.
Yeah. It's like,
and you know what? Saying things, for women our age, say things like, you just want to be me. You're just jealous of me. Like, that's something a 12-year-old. Yeah, that is something a 12-year-old would say.
Yeah.
And like, what do you say to that? Like, what do you say?
Well, I can tell. Yeah. With Kay, I was like, oh, okay.
Like, I wish I knew. What does that mean? Like, what do you think? What does that mean? I want to be like you.
I don't know. It's just something that's her go-to. She says that about everybody that calls her out. And, and she was like, nobody does me better than me. I'm like, yeah, because we were talking about Crystal, the parody character. And the funny thing is that one of her mods, Liz, I guess they game together. And I think she's the Carol. She's Carol too. She's Kay's equivalent of Carol, because she's, because I guess Liz is always screwing up in the game and everything. And I listened to Kay play, and I mean, this was her thing. It's like she's like, Lyman, she's like, let me murder some people first. Let me unwind. Let me just murder some people on her game. Like, and I mean, it's just like, that's one way to unwind, I guess. But she was always like, fuck, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Like, fuck you. Like, you're not supposed to be there. Like, I mean, that's exactly how I envisioned her. And yeah, that's exactly how she is. So Crystal, the way she acts and everything. Yeah, that's.
I just like to add, I'm reading some beautiful comments. I think Connie has got a beautiful mind.
Oh, yeah.
I hope I'm saying your name properly. She had one point there, what I read on her comment, that you can't really judge people because we don't know what the whole outcome is to be able to judge people, and that is so true. And this connection, what I feel when I feel there's all these beautiful people around me who think we think like the same. I take that back to my faith, and I say, like, the Holy Spirit works in, it's just all around working together to make these things connect with people, because it's like it's your spiritually higher self, okay?
Right.
Because I'll describe the Holy Spirit, because I've seen the Holy Spirit's come to my life before, and it's like millions of bubbles, like a big round wheel. They don't go
Mary.
Wheel, but they all just move around, and there's all these bubbles, and that's what I expressed, what my visualization, what I seen of the Holy Spirit, and it was just off the ground. It moved like that, and then what I feel, what I'm seeing out of all those millions of bubbles like that, is a part of everybody who is here right now, and even more than that, because the bubbles were just so many, that we are all connected in this sort of way.
Yeah.
That's just my point on.
Yes.
Connie, on what she's been saying on her.
Oh yeah, Connie's awesome. Yeah, it's let's see, hold on. Yes, so true. Hold on, I'm going back. What prayers? What happened? Extras. What was that? Granny Fanny came to show us A reflection of the negatives. Yeah. Wait.
I think that maybe he hopefully left with a better understanding.
I don't think so.
Because I was trying to explain to him that the way he wrote what he wrote really makes it look like everything that he said was from us, and it wasn't. And
Right.
he said that tonight, that it was happening in the chat, but he never said that on his comment. And I wish that he would either remove it or edit it, because it's not fair to say those things about us when we never said it. We never said those things.
Yeah, and it was
That right there is how bullshit starts.
yeah, and also he was coming in here getting everybody in a frenzy, saying, and he was like, he posted a video where he supposedly exposed Team Phoenix and stuff for doxing Mensa, and she blacked out certain areas and got everybody really hysterical. And then I went, and that's not there was no address, there was nothing like that. And so it was lies, and that all that does is perpetuate drama, negativity, hate, pain. It's wrong. And that's why I'm like, no, like, no, it's not okay. So,
yeah, that was the first time I saw that was tonight or earlier. I watched that video and I saw that, and everything was blurred, like blacked out.
yeah.
So, and I saw where all of the information should be. I saw the map, and I thought to myself, what the who would do that? Like, why?
Yeah.
But you know what? Somebody also said that apparently they doxed her grandchildren's daycare, and I haven't seen any proof of that.
Exactly.
But if that were true, that's disgusting.
I mean, if we can go off what they're saying about this, then, and I honestly, I mean, I think they would have showed the proof by now, but that right there got you all worked up. That's what it happens. So that's why I try to
But you know what? When it comes to Mensa, she has lied so much, and it's proven lies. And how can you? I can't help but be skeptical with her. With all of the things that she continues to say, like she accused me of putting her family's life in danger. She accused me of that.
That's wrong.
And yeah, and I was like, what are you talking about? And she was saying, you put my children's lives in danger, you put my grandchildren's lives in danger. And this was a few months ago. So when I was reading that, and I remember thinking, are you serious right now? Like, how can you say this shit? And then I noticed after that, because I never read her comments, but after that I started paying attention, and I noticed that anyone who said anything that she didn't like, she would say that to. So, and not to mention, there's a lot of things in her videos that were proven to be actual lies, like not misunderstandings, actual lies. And so now when I hear, when she says that she was doxxed or hacked or whatever, I do question it. I didn't question that because that looked authentic to me. I thought it was real, but I know that she has lied before, so you gotta, you gotta question what she says. And I mean, I always thought that if, like when she said somebody was outside of her house, and they were just watching, or all of these threats that she says that she's gotten, or people, the one that bothers me the most is the one that she continues to say, and that is that she was told that she can discuss any other case except the Watts case. I don't believe that, and I said to her so many times, show the screenshot. You don't have a problem showing all Shanann screenshots to prove what you think are her lies. Where are yours?
Right.
Like, show me where someone said that to you. Because look at criticalkay. She was probably worse or just as bad as Mensa as far as, speaking badly about Shanann. I don't think I've ever heard criticalkay say anything like that. I don't think I've ever heard her say that people are trying to to shush her and threaten her, and you know what I mean? And other people, there's a few other people that have spoken badly about Shanann. I've never heard them say that. So why is it only Mensa people are targeting? But then again, I have to say, I wouldn't be surprised if people did do things like that to her. I believe she probably did get death threats. I believe someone may have gone to her house, because people are nuts. They do shit like that. And she is a controversial person, so but I'm just saying, if it's happening, she should be reporting this shit to the police, not YouTube.
Yeah.
I just have to. I've sort of like run out of my time now. My
Yes,
little boy,
I'm actually about to get off. Yeah.
he's pulling me away, going, "Come on, Dad, come on, Dad." So
I'm so glad you joined, and I hope that you will. Join again, Bruce. I really.
Yeah, love you all from Aotearoa, New Zealand, way down under. We get the first sunlight of the day.
Love it. How I talked to you in you're New Zealand.
And if you guys ever look at my channel is sort of like a biography to myself, because it's something what happened in my past, and it's sort of like been a biography of the last year and a half to myself, and I was sort of like I got a lot of things happening, but
yeah,
I'm just showing the world
I'll
about
check it out.
love and harmony.
Yes, same to you, and
remember to help you through that depression. Put some notes up so that you first read something positive in the morning, and it will just help you through that first moment of thought. A lot of it comes from the new day, comes from your first positive moment of thought.
Yes,
a good day, to wake up with a good day.
True.
Wishing you a good day.
Yeah, and I put my email in the chat. Email me sometime, Bruce.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Love you all.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Love and peace.
Take care.
For having me.
Yes. Okay. 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 And I think on that note, I think I need to get off because I've got to get off. But yeah, that was nice. We had a.
He's a really I like his personality.
Yeah, me too. I'm so glad he hopped on. So yeah, but you know what? We did what we needed to do. We went ahead and we
addressed.
Yeah, we addressed, and we exposed some drama that was perpetuating out of control, and Granny Fanny, and showing that nobody put her real address and all that stuff out there.
Well, the most important thing, though, is that the three of us, you and I and Space Monster, we were specifically talking about how wrong it was. And I don't understand how you can go from that to what he wrote. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
That, because we were talking about it. And Space Monster really had some really good points when she was talking about, like, why do people behave that way? And I was just really shocked to see that. Like, how do you go from that to, but like he said, people were saying things in the comments, but I don't know, he's never went live, so I don't think he understands that when you're live, and I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm here with you and we're talking and I'm not paying attention to the chat, I always feel bad. So I'll go back and I'll be like trying to read all the comments, because I always want to make sure that I'm addressing people. Like, I don't want to ignore them. So, but sometimes it happens. And if that was said to him in the chat,
it wasn't.
I didn't see it.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't see it. So.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And it doesn't matter who it is. If someone had said in one of these chats anything about someone's children or grandchildren, you would have said something. I would have said something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The people in the chat would have said something, I'm sure.
Yes, and it did not happen. And we spent a lot of energy and time, but once we were starting to expose the truth, they kind of bounced. So, and that's the thing, it's one thing to expose the truth and But it's a whole other thing when you do what Granny Fanny did and literally be like, did you see what they doxed? They doxed Mensa and look at this and her address, and everybody's, oh my God, that's horrible. That's
It
not
was
what
almost all
happened.
wrapped yeah, it seemed to be wrapped up with our names. So if you read what he wrote,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like he's like, I could see people reading that and thinking that we did that. I
Yeah.
had no idea. I heard she was doxxed before, but I've never seen any. Well, I've seen that cheater website. And the only reason I know about that is because she mentioned it. But I couldn't find it. And someone, I think, posted a link or something. But I know people have done shit like that to her. But I've never done that. I know you've never done that.
Yeah.
And we know Space Monster hasn't done that. And I just wish, I don't like being accused of things that I didn't do. If I have a problem with, I'm not going to sit on a fucking live and curse and swear and call people filthy names, which I did last night, and call them out and then go and do some backdoor shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't need to do that. I don't have a problem saying whatever I have to say.
Yeah.
But don't accuse us of doing shit like that, because
Yeah.
that the
Don't
things that
accuse
he
others
said,
or, like, you know.
that was some filthy shit. And it bothered me because I would never, ever, ever. I'm a mother. I love my children. I would never say anything about someone else's children. And again, I don't care who it is. And like I said, Miss Mensa, I fucking hate her. And I
Mhm.
hate criticalkay. Can't stand those two. But I hate the thought of them. I don't want them living in fear.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. I mean, the thing is
No,
they're,
I'm just saying, like, I don't want anybody to think I would do that.
yeah, I think most people are pretty confident that we would never do something like that. I mean, we prove over and over, we actually take the time to go and research and
Yeah, I don't care about their personal lives. I really don't. I
no,
don't
like,
care what
yeah,
but I care about what they've said. If they're going to say some shit, that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about, um, you know, whatever. I don't fucking care what they do personally, but I only care about what they're saying on YouTube and who they're saying it to. And that's the only thing that I'm going to talk about.
yeah, I mean, and I just think, again, it's it's never okay to just be like, oh, I'm just going to harass their work because I just want to, and they're getting on my nerves. But I mean, if there's real concerns because of the things that they've done and how they've victimized people, that's kind of another thing. So I don't know, but
I think that honestly, another thing that pisses me off is Granny Fanny has got to be aware of the behavior of the two of them. He has to
yes,
know.
of course he does.
Like, how do you look at those two and see what they have said and done
Mm-hmm.
and think that's okay?
Yeah.
But someone else talking badly about them
No.
is the worst crime ever.
Yeah.
And like I said, I do have videos of Miss Mensa doxing people. The one I talked about before. It's a 25-minute video titled Alley Cats. I'm sure she has a copy of it herself. She uploaded that on her very first channel. And it's 25 minutes of her just attacking. There's like 6 or 7 other female YouTubers, and it was so fucking cruel. It was so vicious and mean. I've got videos of her actually doxing people.
Yeah.
And at any time, I could have uploaded those videos. I could have done that. And I didn't. I've never done that because I don't know, like I just didn't.
Yeah.
Even though she's out here talking about, I've never done that. I've never done that. I always thought to myself, no, bitch, you have. I have the videos.
Mm-hmm.
You have done it.
Yeah.
And I've never uploaded them. So I'm not malicious like that. I asked her too. I asked her if I could. She said no. But I would like, I wanted to say to Granny, okay, well, if you think that Mensa's so innocent, ask her if I could please have permission to upload these videos.
Yeah.
And then you can judge for yourself. But I'm not malicious like that. And I haven't uploaded those videos, and I won't. unless, you know, she says
Well,
it's okay.
no, I mean,
Her saying no speaks volumes.
it's just, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I mean, you just kind of, you would change it or like not show the video itself. But I mean, that kind of behavior, yeah, because she's doxing other people and victimizing them. Yeah, I think it's okay.
She's done it. No. She,
Oh, I know.
let me tell you, so these videos would shock most people.
Yeah, and I think we will in the future. You know,
I just want her permission. I mean, I know that I know for a fact that I can upload these videos. I've checked the YouTube and I've watched some videos, and I know about fair use and how you, if you're going to do a commentary, like I looked into that, and I know that technically, I can upload them now anyway. She doesn't even have a channel to claim
right.
copyright, but I still haven't done that, and I wouldn't do that because I'm not malicious like that. But if she gave me
I don't think
permission,
that's being malicious. I think that that's being informative and showing that her behavior, and how, you know, she goes around and does that and then sits here and gets a gang of people to come say, oh my God, I have attackers, you know?
and that she's never done it when I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
she's done it.
So, like, calling somebody out and showing receipts is not, you know,
Do you know why I saved those? I used to be a subscriber of hers, and there were a lot more videos that she did on people. And so what she would do is she would upload a video and she would dox them or drag them or say things about them, you know, where she would creep their Facebooks and shit like that.
Mhm.
And she would leave it up for maybe 24 hours and she would always delete them.
Right.
And when I noticed that she was doing that, that's why I started saving them.
Right.
I don't know why, but I just started saving them. And this was her first channel. And I saved, like I said, about 7 of them. And I still have them. And every time I hear her say she's never done it, I asked her on her channel when you know, I asked if I could go on her panel, and she said no, and called me a vile piece of shit and all that.
Mm.
I said, well, okay, well, I have some of these videos that I saved of yours. I said, do you remember Alley Cats? Do you mind if I upload those? And she fucking lost it, and she said no. And I did tell her, I said, actually, I don't need your permission. I was just being polite. But again, I just didn't, because I know that if I were to do that, that would just open up a whole fucking new thing. But it's just to hear Granny Fanny say that, you know, we are so horrible and that we've done all of these horrible things, attacking her and all these things, and she's not done anything. I fucking wish I could show him these videos and say, explain that, please.
Yeah.
Because this is going back to before the discovery documents were leaked. That's when these videos were, when she was having the whole thing with Marissa and, you know, and all that was happening. And I think, you know, why is that okay? And then everybody knows how Kay behaves. We've seen the screenshots, we've heard the recordings. And I see that and I think, okay, so I'm going to address that and I'm going to give my opinion on that and the things that she said to you. And all of a sudden, I'm a target.
Yeah.
That's
It's just wrong.
double standards like that. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's not fucking fair.
No.
No, it's absolutely not fair. And that's what upset me. Well, no, what upset me was to be that everything upset me about what he said, but that specific part about wishing bad karma on someone's children and grandchildren.
Yeah. I mean, that never would do that, ever.
No.
Ever. And, you know, but you know what?
Hopefully he edits it. I really hope he does. I hope he now that he knows, because I think everybody in the chat heard us talking and they heard me say I didn't hear the doxing, and they heard or read him say that it was said in the chat. I hope he clarifies that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? But we clarified.
If he has integrity, if he has any integrity, he will edit that.
We'll see. But I'm like, I hate to go, but it's like I have some meetings tomorrow. But I think we did some good things tonight.
I loved it.
I loved it. I mean, it was peaceful too. I love how it just goes and it just flows, and like I said, we get our heavy stuff out, and then we kind of chill and hang and have a good time and support each other and cry a little, But yes.
Yeah, I really liked Bruce.
Yeah, I hope he'll
I think
join
that
us.
he's that guy, that
Yeah.
if things get heated, call Bruce.
Yeah.
He could come in here and just be like, he reminds me of Willie Nelson, just that laid
Yeah.
back kind of,
Absolutely.
back to basics type of person. So we're gonna have him back on here.
Absolutely, we are. So, but I guess thank you guys for hanging, and Nikki, you're amazing as always. And
So are you. Thank you.
But we're gonna, I think Jodi Arias is putting in for appeals.
She's a
Yeah, and so we're gonna be talking about that, and some more with the Watts case, just the discovery, and debunking that, and other true crime cases, and doing some special things for Halloween and the Limonade. Okay. So, but thank you all for hanging. And I will.
Thank you.
Yes, and we'll talk later, Nikki, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or later tonight.
Yes, wait.
What?
Somebody said, yes, happy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Yeah,
I hope you all have a good day. And Jamie and I, we have a goal that our next live is going to be 18 hours.
We're going to do 18 hours, guys. We're going to do
it. Yes.
Screw that. We're doing it.
All right. I'm out.
Okay. Have a great night.
You too.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Love you
guys too.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. I love you all. Y'all are awesome. Lemonheads. Thank you for hanging, and I'll see you later. Thank you for sharing the love and support, and we'll see you very soon. Okay. Bye.